Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us, come and eat a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Plume's trading through the worders in. All recent gaming go, breaks and eight.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin! Good morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and evening, the crazy one. Wishing you a beautiful and awesome Thursday and a happy Semana Santa. Yes, today here in Dominican Republic, we start Semana Santa. So that means Louis gets a free day today. Louis gets a free day tomorrow. Louis gets a free day on Saturday. Louis gets a free day on Sunday. Woo! Well, Sunday's always free, but either way, woohoo! Yes, a little vacation. What's up, everyone? How is everyone doing this morning? How is my chat doing? Oh man, look over here, Mr. Kima in the building. What's up, Mr. Kima? How you doing? Back from the dead. Hello, back. How you doing, man? How you doing, guys? What you been up to? What's going on out there? I mean, we got a Phil Spencer interview come by, and we also have a PlayStation price hike. Yes, sir. A PlayStation price hike, which, oh my God, I don't know when all these price hikes are going to end because seriously, they, oh my God, 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 more and more price hikes are happening, guys. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. But hey, what can we do? What can we do? All we can do is talk about it, see if the fanboys do something about it, which they won't. They will just go out there and defend, and that's it. And at the end, they'll give you all a price hike. I mean, it seems like, I mean, they've been always saying that Game Pass is going to get a price hike, Game Pass is going to get a price hike, but it seems like they don't talk about their own price hike. They don't talk about their own price hikes and what's been going on. But yeah, they always talk about the Xbox price hikes. But okay. All right. So, chat, let's start about it with the price hikes. And after that, we're going to move up to the Phil Spencer, quick interview that he did, which he did bring up a lot of information, talk about Game Pass. He talked about Nintendo partners. He talked about, the movies. There were several things that he talked about that I would like to, sit here and talk and analyze and talk with you guys about it and see what you guys think about it. So let's get into it. Let's see who else is in here. All right. You got Mr. Kim in the middle, like I already said, back from the dead. Chat, come on. Start talking so I can say good morning to you all. So let me go grab the news of the PSN price hike. Not the PSN, PS Plus. Sorry about that. Oh, Lord. Here we go, chat. So, all right. Got it right here. Yoo-hoo. Let's put it on the way. All right. Now let's put that news on the... Oh. Okay, got it. All right. Here we go. The kapow moment. Kapow. So, we're ready to go, chat. Let's read this through. So, just to get this out the way because, Sony has increased price for PlayStation Plus subscriptions in Canada. This is the first price hike since September 2023. Almost like a year and a half ago. Wait. Okay. Almost 2 years, though. When Sony last increased the prices in the region, in new reportedly sent to subscribers, Sony explained the increase, saying the price for your current PlayStation Plus Extra subscription will be increased to CAD $189.99. This price adjustment will enable us to continue bringing high quality games and benefits to your PlayStation Plus. Didn't they say that the last time? Jesus Christ, man. They said that the last time. They said that the last time, Chad. I mean, I was sitting here thinking about it. They said the same thing the last time. This price adjustment, when it was to continue bringing high quality games and benefits to your PlayStation Plus subscription service. Unfortunately, Sony isn't offering any new perks for PS Plus to help offset the price increase. Still, players will have access to the PS Plus catalog and free monthly gifts by subscribing to the service. It's unclear what impact tariffs may be having on these price increases, but experts have suggested the tariff related increase won't be limited to US pricing. Seriously? I mean, Jason Max, good morning. He comes by and says, just remember, Xbox is number one. What's up, Jason Max? How you doing? Ray Chi, I believed on the value of PS Plus, not anymore. Good morning to you, sir. What's up? How you doing? And the quality of the PS Plus games got worse. Yep. I mean, they said that the last time. I mean, we gotta find that news about the price increase back in 2023. But yes, they literally said this the last time. I'm not kidding you. They said it. Bring you high quality, games and stuff like that. Now they're saying it again. Oh Lord. Wacko Game says PS Plus is worthless without day one releases. I will not pay for GP without day one games. There you go. I mean, that's a good argument right there. But hell, let's keep reading, chat. Let's keep reading through this painful news. Why is it painful? Because they don't go out there and defend. Yep. I mean, they don't go out there not to defend and fight this. I mean, they just go out there and defend. That's all they do. That's why it's painful. The new prices in Canadian are as follows: PlayStation Essential 12-month subscription 110, previously 95. Holy shit! PlayStation Plus Extra 12-month subscription 190, previously 155. PlayStation Plus Premium 12-month subscription 225, previously 190. Sony already announced that they will be raising PS Plus prices in other countries, starting such as South America and Australia. Sony is also recently revealed that it be increasing the price of certain PS5 consoles in certain regions, including New Zealand, Europe, and UK. In other PS Plus news, subscribers can download the free games for April 2025, which are RoboCop Rogue City, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Digimon Sony Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. So you increased because you got RoboCop Rogue City, the changes. Seriously, you increased because of this? Okay, all right, but Blondie, hello, good morning. What's up? Plume Gaming, what's up, Plumey? How you doing, Plumey? Oh man, always happy to see you here, and Blondie like always. So, but yes, price increases. Plume is from Canada. Plume, are you happy with this news? I mean, seriously, are you happy with this news? I mean, this is going to be more expensive for you. But Plume, tell me if I'm wrong, though. Plume, tell me if I'm wrong about this. I want to. Oh no, kids did not sleep last night. I'm running on 2 hours of sleep and multiple cups of coffee. Oh, Plume, man, get some sleep, man. That happened to me yesterday. From Tuesday to Wednesday, I went to bed like around 12 or something, or 11, I don't know. But I don't know, I just couldn't get to sleep. I went to sleep like at 5 a.m., woke up at 8. It was crazy. 2 hours of sleep too. But yes, so Plume, real quick, since you're here, now you're running out of coffee though. I mean, on two cups of coffee. What was that? I was asking you, I mean, this is crazy. You guys are getting price increases over there. PS Plus, that massive increase. And tell me if I'm wrong about this, but I think they said this the last time they increased the prices. Right here, this price adjustment will enable us to continue bringing high quality games and benefits to your PlayStation Plus subscription service. Didn't they say that the last time in 2023? Hmm. Let me see. Let me go look for that information. Let me see. I think I can find it. If I can find that news, because it's gonna take me a while to get it. because this is old news, guys. But I remember they said the same thing in 2023 when they did the price hike. They decided to elevate the price. I think I found it. Let me see now. Hold on, chat. I think I found it. Hold on, chat. I think I found it. But I remember they said the same thing. There we go. Yes, I nailed it. You see, chat. I mean, look, chat. Listen. Uh-oh. Why did it change? Dude, change it to English. What are you doing? Hold on. Change reading. It puts States. Oh, crap. Hold on. I knew I found it. It was going to be like that. Now, the problem is that if I do this, shoots, it's an IGN article. So if I do the switch to if I, let me see if I can catch it right away. Here it is. All right. Do not switch to perfect. Okay, so let me share this screen real quick because I knew I saw this a long time ago, and it's funny because they're saying the same exact thing they said in 2023. So, chat, let me confirm this to you again because I remember reading this, and I know, man, memory does not fail me because I'm good with that. That's like pretty much like Crazy Lou was good at it, is remembering stuff and and having things jotted down. But yes, I remember they said the same exact thing in what's it called in 2023. And yes, guys, I found it. So let me share this screen real quick so I can show it to you. Hold on, and you'll see that I'm right. There we go. Found it. All right, chat. You guys ready for this? Here it is, guys. So in September, Sony increased the price for 12-month Plus Essential to $59 to $80, PlayStation Plus Extra $99 to $134, and PS Plus Premium to $159 to $160. At the time, Sony issued a brief statement and explained the significant price hike. This price adjustment will enable us to continue bringing high-quality games and value-added benefits to your PlayStation Plus subscription service. Now look at it here today. And this is, I'm not kidding you, October 27, 2023, 6:05 a.m. All right. And here we go again. Now I'm going to put today's one that I have for today right here. Hold on. I knew it. They said the same, man. It's weird that Lou's wrong, but man, I knew it. So here we go. Share the screen. And this is today's news. And here we go. They said the same thing they said in 2023. This price adjustment will enable us to continue bringing high quality games and benefits to your PlayStation. Oh man, I mean, I knew I was right about that, chat. I knew I was right about that. Oh man, so let's see. Devil Flow Gaming, laugh a lot. We've been saying Game Pass is not for everyone. Of course we have. We said it several times. So let's see. Sounds like fun. I'm not subscribed to PS Plus anymore, and I won't be subbing anytime soon unless they bring first-party games. I'm with you there, Plume. I haven't been subscribed to PS. The last time I played PS Plus, a PS Plus game, was when they added what's this game called? Ratchet and Crank. When Ratchet and Crank Rift Apart was there, that was the last PS Plus game I played on PlayStation, and after that, I have never paid anymore. After PS Plus, I said this is not worth it anymore. The Canadian dollar didn't drop. Why increase? I believe Sony is overcharging everyone to keep this. Is overcharging everyone to keep this. So overcharging everyone so they can keep the PS price low in the USA. I don't know about that, Reggie. I don't know about that. Because the thing is, though, Reggie, I think they will try to find a way to increase everywhere. They will try to find a way to increase everywhere, which sucks. They will. I mean, if they can, because here's the things about companies, right? And there's not an issue with that. I'm gonna tell you something. There's not an issue with that, but you got to be smart on when to do it. But the thing is that Sony is doing it too quick. And not only that, it's too much of an increase, right? Especially for that service. Because I mean, they went out there and increased the console price, and I was like, "Why are you guys increasing the console price around the world?" When we even talked, I mean, last time we talked about this. I mean, remember how they started? Hold on, give me 1 second because I got to do the swing to get this thing up here. So remember how they started with this big thing, and then after this big thing, they decided to cut the heat sink inside and made it, less heavier than what it was, and then they did another one less heavier than what it was, and all of a sudden they came out with the slim, way smaller than this one, and they put the price to 450, and now they're increasing again to 500. I don't get it, especially to all the places around the world. And they're saying, "Oh, it's inflation, inflation, inflation." Listen, inflation, my ass. You guys are taking advantage of a situation, like all these companies are. I'm not kidding you, they're taking advantage of it, and they're doing a massive increase. But let's see how they go. So for the service side of things, and I'll be honest with you, it's pricey for what they offer. Yet they don't tell you what they offer. All they say is, "We're just giving you," and they're saying the same thing they said in 2023. I mean, I just showed you, chat. I just showed you side by side comparison from an article in 2023 till today, right now. And their excuse is, "This price adjustment will enable us to continue bringing high quality games and benefits to your PlayStation Plus subscription and service." But what is the high quality game? And what is the benefits to the Plus? What are the benefits, bro? I mean, we're still waiting. What are the benefits? You guys said the same thing in 2023, and yet you're repeating the same thing in 2025. I mean, we haven't seen nothing. And it's too expensive for that, man. I mean, they're shooting themselves in the foot, guys. They're shooting themselves in the foot. So yeah, chat. That's our rant for the PS Plus. Let's move it on up to what's important. Let's talk about Xbox. Because yes, lots of things to talk about Xbox. I mean, like I said, we got Phil coming out talking about Game Pass is not for everyone. We got Phil talking about the partners with Nintendo. We got Phil coming out and talking about movies and everything. So yeah, we got a couple things, we got to talk about that Phil Spencer said yesterday. It's going to be super interesting. And yes, I know that yesterday, and I talked about it, and let's talk about that real quick before we jump into the Phil Spencer interview. I saw there was a Doom controller, which looks awesome, and I saw a wrap. A wrap. A wrap. Which I know what's going to happen, chat, and I already went on a rant with this yesterday, but I will go on a rant today. I mean, a wrap. Give me a special edition console. Don't give me that damn special edition console where I have to, put my name on there in order to get a raffle, in order to win this damn console like y'all did with Indiana Jones. I mean, Chad, I'll be honest with you. If that Indiana Jones console was available for me to buy with that controller, oh hell, I would have sold this thing and got my Indiana Jones console. I ain't kidding you. I would have bought it. I would have bought it 100%. That Indiana Jones console looked beautiful, but it was just for people to win this console. That's it. And I bet you they're going to do a Doom one like they did with the Deadpool movie one, and they're going to do a Doom one that's going to look phenomenal. It's going to look crazy, and they're going to put it as a raffle. When I want to buy it, I want to buy that console. Man. But okay, let's see how it goes. So yes, guys, let's talk about the latest Phil Spencer interview. I already said my piece with the controller. Already said my piece with other stuff. But like I said, the controller's pretty cool, right? It's awesome. It's fantastic. But the wrap, though, no. I'm not taking that. So let's jump into this one real quick, because let's start with this one. Yes, sir. All right, let me do this. Okay, let me add this to the scene, and let's start with this one. Here we go, chat. Kapow! So, ready to go. Xbox Game Pass is not for everybody, says Mr. Phil Spencer. Yes, it's not for everyone. We knew that from the very beginning, and we said it 1,003 million times. All right, let's see what was. Let me see real quick before I read this. Is Netflix for everyone? No, not everyone subscribed to Netflix. Ah, yeah, I was about to say that Canadian is better than. I will say the same. Most PS fans say it's cheaper to buy the games. Damn. Holy shit. Jago Six, hello, fellow gamers. How are you? Robocop is $9 and PS Essential is 12. Gee, really? Oh shit. Netflix not for everyone. Everyone, not everything is for everyone. 100%. John Bond Zombie, hey, good morning. Just heard the cost of PS Plus in Canada went up. It's gonna go up everywhere, guys. They're gonna start doing that. Just watch. Price increase means their subs decline. Have to make up for the loss. Ah, damn. Be nice. Good morning to you, sir. How are you? Man, hope everything is good. Phil Spencer did say, if hey, if you don't want to sub to Xbox Game Pass, if you want to buy your games, if you like them, you can. And an option, and in my option, Phil Spencer is the GOAT. 100%. He's doing a pretty good job, huh? Game Pass is like all you can eat buffet. You might not like all the food games that's offered, but you can get to choose from a vast variety for one low price. 100%. Sniper Elite Army. How about GTA 6? What about GTA 6, brother? What do you want to talk about GTA 6? E-Rex! Hey, Bob! Hey, Bobby's here. What's up, Bobby? Yep, you're right, Bobby. PS5 increase. What do you say? Nothing, Bobby? Bobby, usually you actually chirp a lot. What's up, Bobby? Yep, you see, but even Bobby's man. Go for it, Bobby. Go for it. Hey, Elisa Julie, good morning. How are you? How are you? What's up? What's up? Be nice day. Game Pass Blobs 6, Age of Myths 2, Stalker 2, Indiana Jones, NG2 Remaster, Sniper E6, Avowed, South of Midnight. Damn, this guy made a list. How? Damn, you made a long list right there. Jesus, here we go. South of Midnight, Expedition 33, Childborn, Oblivion Remaster, Doom, PlayStation ain't shit. Damn. Be nice. Be nice if there was a PS fanboy in here. I mean, he would have just left and gone out. You killed him right there. This proves that Xbox continues to be pro-consumer. They've been consumer friendly since Xbox 360, but they were less pro-consumer during Xbox One. Yes, sir. What's cooking? Well, I'm drinking my coffee, talking video games like I do every morning, talking about the good stuff. And yes, time to cook, this Phil Spencer interview and just talk about it. So some things I gotta, read about and just talk about to see what he's saying, and express my opinion about it and see what Chad has to say. So yes, let's read what's going on. In a recent interview, Phil was asked his thoughts on Xbox Game Pass as its positions within the industry. Xbox Game Pass is said by many, including me, to be the best value in gaming. I love this coffee. But chat, isn't that true though? Isn't it the best value in gaming? I mean, hell, we can't argue about that. It is the best value in gaming. All those games we get on there, and if you pay for the ultimate chat, that means you can play your games on the PC, on the tablet, on the TV, on the handheld. I mean, Jesus, you can play this anywhere. You can play this even in the bathroom. This is fantastic on the fridge, on the Tesla. I mean, we have seen Game Pass be played everywhere, except on the PlayStation and Nintendo. But hell, they don't want that because if they put that, their services will incline and die 100%. With access to a huge library of titles, even with its price increase in September last year, I still get more than my money's worth from the service. Yet the debate still rages on about the service and its real benefits to the gaming industry. And the sad part about this, you guys go out there and catch these debates. The one who debates about this, they don't understand. And the more you explain to them, they will still not understand, and you're wasting your time trying to shove this, down their throats in order to get it. I mean, literally, you can put it on the screen, you can show it to them, you can explain it to them 1 million times, you can give them the controller for them to try it out, and they still won't understand because in their heads, they are declined to understand this. Y'all need to understand that, but okay. The wider perception of Xbox gamers is that they rent their games rather than purchase them. And what do you think PS Plus does? You think those games are yours? I mean, seriously? I love, because here's the thing though, I love when they go into that debate and they say that those games are ours because they don't remove it from there. Stop paying. Okay, so if these games are yours, what happens when you start paying for the PS Plus? Automatically, what happens to those games? Do you get to play them if you stop paying for the service? Do you get to keep on playing? I mean, playing them? I mean, no, they put a big ass lock on them that you cannot use them. If you stop paying for the PS Plus service, you don't use them anymore. So if you pay for it, right, what do? You get to use it. But if you stop, you don't use them anymore. So seriously, those games are not yours. Those games are in the service that you're paying, and they're giving you the benefit to play those games while you pay for the service. You're renting those games. But okay. Microsoft CEO Phil Spencer has something to say about this in a recent interview in Variety, and it's not what you may expect. Phil Spencer was asked, how are you viewing Game Pass' ongoing role in the larger Xbox business right now? I'll start with this. I'll start with just how many people are playing games. And I've always thought about Xbox Game Pass as just another option for somebody who wants to play. We have many business models for people from free to play, buying games, discounted games. Game Pass is an option. And I'll be honest with you, it's a very good option because look, chat, we sing this month after month, right? We sing this month after month. We seen what are the games people are playing month after month. We seen this. We see this all this time. What are the games that people are playing month to month? And they are the free to play games. So hell, I got a question. What is wrong with having an option that you pay $20 a month where you can literally pretty much rent your game or have an option to buy them? There's no problem with that. It's just $20 a month. But okay. All right. Like how you pay your PS Plus. Seriously? All right. So, uh, hmm. So when I'm looking at Game Pass, I want to make sure the hours that people are playing continue to go up. That new people see this as a way for them to find and build a library of games, and we remain focused on that. Our biggest areas of growth are right now, are PC and cloud, which makes sense since consoles all up are a good business. They're an established business, but it's not really a growing segment in gaming. Of course, it's not really a growing segment in gaming because hell, consoles, right? We talked about this plenty of times. I already mentioned on how what's console growth, how is it going, and pretty much it's been the same thing for the last what couple of years. The only console that has done growth in recent years and in such a long time is called Nintendo, because the last time they sold 150 million was woo, especially on a console. Because the last console they sold, I think it was 104 million, which was the Nintendo Wii. So yes, they did have growth on the Nintendo Switch, and they will continue to sell because, of course, they gotta be PlayStation's record, which they will. All right, so let's keep on reading. If you play, okay, so let's keep on reading chat because this gets more interesting. So if everyone who's get Game Pass subscriber instead of decided to buy their games, that's all good for the business as well, which is pretty cool stuff, right? Man, I hate when this site starts to like twitch. I don't get it why they do that. But so we got growth on PC, we got growth on cloud in terms of users and hours, and consoles continue to be a really healthy part of Game Pass. But there isn't a unique game, there isn't a unique need for Game Pass to be the only way for people to play. If everyone who's a Game Pass subscriber instead decided to buy their games, that's good for the business as well. Phil Spencer expanded on this comment that Xbox Game Pass, while an option, may not be the best choice for everyone. For me, I look at Game Pass as a healthy option for certain people. It's not for everybody. If you play one or two games a year, like the majority of people do, Game Pass is probably isn't the right business model for you. You should just buy those two games, and that will make the total sense. But I want you to have the choice. And what's the problem with having a choice? Like I said, right? Mm. So let's see now. So we remain focused on everything that's on Game Pass. It's also available to buy. which is true. We're making those games available to buy in more places. And I look at the overall hours of people who are playing on Xbox, playing our games, and that's a number that continues to grow fairly substantially. And that's really the metric I think about for success. And Game Pass has been an important part of that, but I don't try to solve for Game Pass specifically on its own. It's kind of part of the equation for Xbox finding new players. Xbox Game Pass is always a hot topic. It's incredible value of money as the $20 month subscribers gain access to the vast library of content, including major titles that would otherwise cost a small fortune if purchased individually. Thank you for making that clear. Finally, I made this very point recently following the Xbox Developer Direct that you could purchase the features titles of Ninja Gaiden 4, South of Midnight, Doom the Dark Ages, and Clair Obscur's Expedition 33 for a combined cost of $210. For many, this price point will limit you to purchase only one or two games. Xbox Game Pass, however, let me see. Hold on. Sorry about that. For many, this price point will limit you to purchase only one or two games. Xbox Game Pass, however, allows you to play all of these titles for a more manageable monthly price, one that's even cheaper if you grab it on CD keys, for example. God, I hate when this thing twitches. What is all these pop-ups in this damn thing? I gotta fix this thing. Jesus, it's making my screen twitch. So, Xbox Game Pass also serves as an excellent platform for discovering new titles you wouldn't have otherwise dipped into. The critically acclaimed Hi-Fi Rush found a huge audience on the service, despite not generally being a fan of rhythm games. I tried it and subsequently purchased the upgrade after falling in love with it. Similarly, smaller indie games like Bramble the Mountain King or an artistic narrative heavy titles like Pentiment have made it into my top games of all time. Games I would never have risked spending money on without trying first. How many times have I said this? This is what's beautiful about Game Pass because Game Pass gives us the option to try the games. I've said it plenty of times. That's awesome. You finally, coming out here and talking about it that way. I'm happy that you are. How long is this article? Okay, almost done. All right. So, all right, let's keep going. Not all the feedback about Game Pass is positive. It would be reminiscent to me that to mention the success of Hi-Fi Rush and not the fact that its studio, Tango Gamers. So this is where I seriously, this is what I don't get. This is what I don't get, right? This is what I don't get. Why, why do we have to put this into this article? But okay. Of course, you got to put it in there because you got to mention the negatives. Not all feedback of Xbox Game Pass is positive. It will be reminiscent to me to mention the success of Hi-Fi Rush, not the fact of its studio, Tango Gameworks, was still shut down despite, and guess what? It's not shut down. It got bought out. But okay, despite the game being received well on the service, this is a stain on the Xbox history that will follow them forever in my eyes. Then why'd you write this article? Even though the closure was perhaps written on the walls due to other factors, so it still comes up when discussed if Xbox Game Pass success equals sustainability for a game or not. And again, the studio was not shut down; it got bought. When the studio is shut down, it's kind of like how EA shuts them. EA is famous for shutting down lots of studios and not making any more games from those studios. Yet that studio got shut down and it got bought by the guys. What was it from Player on the bottom? I mean, it's out there. There's also, of course, some realistic expectation Xbox Game Pass can set amongst some of the Xbox audience. When the multiplayer shooter Hypercharged Unbox was announced for Xbox, many speculated that it will need to be on Game Pass to succeed. Some going as far to say it will be dead on arrival without it. Decided to compress your developers and risk devaluing games that fall outside of the subscription model. Where'd you get that information from? I mean, I sometimes I sit here like I'm trying to understand where they get this info from, especially that type of info about Hypercharge Unbox. that it will be dead on arrival. I mean, where'd you guys get that info from? Because someone in Twitter said that. Let me tell you something. If Hypercharge would have been on the Game Pass, it would have, got more users on it and people would have bought it even more. I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking that risk to put it on there because this is a brand new game. Now, the developer didn't want to do it. Cool. At the end of the day, I bought it. I enjoyed it. I have fun with Hypercharge. It was a good game. But I'm still wondering, why would you get that info of a person that says dead on arrival and start talking about it? I mean, that's just like that. Chat, let me tell you something. This segment right here, this segment of the article right there, this segment I'm highlighting right there, shouldn't have been in there. Louis, you need an ad blocker and extension in your web browser. Thank you for that, Jago6. We got to start working for that. I do have a damn ad blocker. I mean, I have malware and stuff like that in this damn PC that's not working. How do you feel about Xbox Game Pass? For better or worse, it went up again. How do you feel about Xbox Game Pass? For better or worse, Xbox Game Pass represents an evolving approach to how we consume games in this unique service that Xbox is driving forward even beyond its own hardware. With Game Pass, you can access a library of games from your PC, your Fire Stick, or your gaming handheld. Game Pass is what makes everything Xbox, and they so famously say. Phil Spencer does seem to occupy a balanced approach to the service, following these comments and acknowledging that it's not the ideal model for absolutely everyone and not intended Xbox Game Pass to be the sole method of experiencing video games. So yeah, chat, like I said, that section of the article should not have been there. That was just a big waste of breath right there. And I gotta say this because, like, for example, how they mentioned Tango GameWorks, we knew what happened with Tango GameWorks. We knew it got shut down. But you putting in the article, it's like, why? Because it didn't supposedly did not succeed on Game Pass. Just that one game. I mean, you got Tango, and we gotta say this. I mean, I gotta say this the way it has to be because if we sit down and we look back at Tango GameWorks, like for example, the Evil Within 1, Evil Within 2, those games were not a big seller over there. They just weren't. They were not a big seller. If they would have been big sellers, things would have, been better. It's not a bad game. It's a good game. Oh, what browser are you using? I use Firefox, Edge, and Chrome. I'm using I don't know. I got to check that out soon. I think it's Firefox or Chrome. I think it's, let me see. Google Chrome. I'm using Google Chrome. Google Chrome. All right, Jesse James. If you know the real reason, put it on there. What is the real reason, Jesse James? I want to hear it. Bring it. Because, listen, I like to read opinions. Go for it. But, like I said, I mean, they have been struggling to make a good game. They finally got a good game out, but what's the game called? Ghostwire Tokyo, which sold like 6 million, 7 million copies, right? But with those 7 million copies, does that bring in the money to cover up for them losses for Evil Within and stuff like that? I mean, shoot, that studio really struggled, to get their games out there. I mean, that's how I see it. And if I'm wrong, chat, go for it. No problem. So I see chat has been going on a rant. Let me see what they've been saying. All right. Why does media take what Phil said and make it sound like it's a bad make it sound bad like it's in the headlines? Look, I didn't see the headline that was bad because he's being honest though. I mean, Phil Spencer's being honest. He's saying that it's not for everyone. Now, the thing is that, of course, people want to bring in the bad subjects like they did in the article, right? They mentioned the Tango GameWorks. I mean, dude, we're talking about Game Pass. What we got to talk about Game Pass is the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? I mean, why isn't it for everyone? Like, for example, how you mentioned, or even Phil Spencer said it, if you buy 1 or 2 games, this is not for you. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, which is true. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you buy 1 or 2 games and you just play 1 or 2 games every single year, that's all you play, then don't get into the service, which is nothing wrong with that. He's right. But you adding that Tango GameWorks shutdown, which it did not, again, it did not get shut down. It got sold. It got purchased, so it's still active. But okay. I know you guys like to throw the slander in there. What's up, Talos, the man with the ray? How you doing? Good morning to you, sir. Now, Microsoft, just keep the price at 20. Rachy, listen. And I gotta say this way, right? And I'm not throwing in the dirt or saying something negative, but remember, when one starts to up the prices, everyone starts to follow. That's all I gotta say. I'm not encouraging Microsoft to increase prices or nothing, but everyone starts to follow. That's what sucks, and that's why I go on here, and I people say, Louis talks about prices and everything, and I have my gloves on, just throwing those fists up there because I don't want prices to increase because once one does it, the other ones start to follow, which sucks. That's how it is nowadays. But hey, what can we do? Let me see. The excuse is old because a Game Pass I bought, a game I tried, I decided to buy two green mean Doom controllers. Louis, I couldn't resist. Go, listen, Talos. If you want to buy it, get it. Now, the thing that I'm complaining a lot about, man, that breaks my heart is they did not do a console. If they would have done a console like Gears of the like how I showed yesterday, the Gears of War, Xbox One, Xbox One S. That was a 2 terabyte with the red and the scratches. That was a beautiful console. I would have wanted a Doom Collector's Edition console right there. Like, yeah, I want to buy this. Hey, it comes out with the Doom controller, for me to have right there. Oh man, I would have sold this Xbox, man. I would have got it that one. And like I said with the Indiana Jones one, because that would have been a tough one though. If I had the Indiana Jones Golden console and the Doom console came out, I don't know what the hell I would have done. I'd probably sell the Indiana Jones console. I don't care, but I would keep the controller though. Just sell the damn console. So let's keep going. So let's see. They rent 5-year-old consoles. What the hell are you talking about? I'm lost. Games on Game Pass don't stay there for wait for it. You buy it. Yep, exactly. You gotta buy it. They don't say if you want to buy it, you buy it because you have that option. We rented games forever. There you go. That's not totally true. Microsoft games will always be on Game Pass. Not really, because we've seen the forces, leaving Game Pass. We've seen forces leaving Game Pass. They don't actually sit there forever. Now, what they do is they sit there for a very long time. Because, for example, if they want to quit the licensing and everything, they want to use the service for something else, and it's been a game that is not getting the traction it had, right? Then they would literally just say, okay, this is one and out. I think the last one it was Forza Horizon 4, right? That left Game Pass. It was up for purchase. But I know that there was some forces that that already left. They purposely leave certain details when it pertains to Game Pass. Um, PS fan will love PS games digital rentals. Of course they will, Raichi. That's the funny thing because here's the thing though, Raichi. They look for slander, ways to slander this. But the funny thing is, their service is a rental too. Why is it a rental? I'll explain to you why. It's like, I'll give you an example, right? Check this out. Let's say this. I'm back in the year 1995. I'm back in 1995, and let's say Blockbuster has a service that says, look, you can rent a game and have it for a year, right? Rent a game and have it for a year, but you got to keep on paying for this service. Now, if you quit paying for the service, hey, I'm automatically going to your house, knock on your door, and I'm going to go over there, hit you with a stick, and take my game back if you don't want to give it to me, Take my game back, and that's it. You don't want to pay for the service, that game is back in my hands. That's what literally you're doing with this PS Plus. If you do not pay this PS Plus, those games get a nice little lock on them, and you cannot use them till you pay for the service. And once you pay for the service says, okay, the lock is out. Here you go. Here's your game again for you to play. Now you quit paying it. This game is locked. No more. Over with. Finito. Nothing else. How do I know? Because I have a PlayStation. I have games that I have downloaded from Plus. And if I don't pay for the Plus, I can't play them. Unless if I buy them. So yes, you are renting it. It's a benefit the service gives you. Now they're trying to tell you that you own it, but you don't. Because if you own it and you're paying for the Plus, automatically you don't have to pay for the Plus anymore. And that game, right, you could play it if you didn't pay for the Plus anymore. So it's not yours, Bobby. So stop saying it's yours. So let's see now. First party games will stay. Games will get third party games will get cooked. Now, John Banzami, all listen. It all depends on how things go because, like I said, it all depends on the traction. Now, Forza Horizon, like I said, is a game that has left Game Pass. It has. I think you can play Forza Horizon 4. I think it was. And I think there was an OG Forza Horizon that they shut down the service and it told you to keep the game, if you buy it. But yes, recently there was a Forza Horizon that literally left Game Pass. They left it. But that's due to a licensing. Now, the other titles, like for example, Bleeding Edge is still on there, right? And there's other games that they're Xbox owned IPs that are still on there until the day they decide to say, okay, you know what? This game is not being downloaded as much. We need the service. Hey, if you want to have it, buy it, keep it. We'll give you, everything for you to keep it and play the game, and that's it. But it's going to be ejected out of the service. It happens. It happens. It happens. So let's keep going. PlayStation will always mysteriously come up with 25 million more consoles in order to stay ahead of Nintendo. I believe you. I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait, chat, to see when Nintendo passes that PS2. When it passes it, I want to see what they're going to come up with next. Hello, Jigo 6B9, C ranks. Okay, all right. What's up? Let me see. Okay, then you should know this. Just check it out. Some third-party games will always come and go. Microsoft first-party games will always remain. Again, that depends though, because we've seen some of them leave, but it happens. That's not some. We just seen the Forza Horizon, but the rest though, I have not seen none of them leave. Why does this way we chose to access our games matter to Sony Donkey so much? Why does this matter? Because the thing is, though, they're looking. Look, sometimes people are just looking for a way to slander, right? They slander. But at the end, though, what do? We tell them, hey, you can slander all you want. We're right here playing games. And that's what we've been doing lately. I mean, yesterday, we had Mike Johnson come by and tell us that, we got J Dub already go over there playing Indiana Jones and his PS5 Pro, and it's looking way better than the Xbox. But now we're seeing comparisons out there, video comparisons about how the game looks on the Xbox Series X versus the PS5 Pro. We're seeing them out there. And at the end of the day, it's like he came in here and talked about it, and I was like, dude, we already played that game. What are you talking about? And let me tell you something, side-by-side comparisons, right? At the end of the day, if it looks good in PS5 Pro, good for you. Have fun, play it. Because that's what I don't understand. If it looks so good, what are you doing in here trying to start a fight with us when we already 6 months ago played this game and got it out the way? I mean, we're done. And of course, we know along the way there's going to be improvements. There's going to be better stuff for the game. And if it's on the PS5 Pro, I get it. The slander is that it looks better on my PS5 Pro than on my Xbox. Oh, that's a slander. Okay. But here comes my slander though. Where does it look better, on PC, PS5 Pro, or Xbox? I mean, shit, I just gotta get a PC and say, hey, it looks better over here than yours. What are you gonna say about that? And at the end of the day, what am I going to gain? What am I going to gain? That I paid what, $4,000 to get better graphics when you guys play the same game and it runs the same way? You beat up the same Nazi in the game. I mean, what? Where's the improvement? Because it looks better with the FPSs look better, the fidelity is better over here and everything. We're playing the same damn game. Oh Lord. I did just stated that third-party games will always come and go. It has something to do with the licensing and said contract. Yep, that is true. All right. Let's see now. Baby Money. Good morning, bros. NBA 2K25 and Ski is Skull and Bones free to play on Game Pass. Ski and Bones, or you mean Skull and Bones? What's up, Baby Money? How you doing? Bramble, the Mountain King is amazing. There you go. Find a platform like you like and enjoy your own games, Don. Damn. Game Pass made me into a Yakuza fan. That's true. Game Pass is a masterpiece. PS players didn't buy Hi-Fi Rush. They didn't. And you know what's so funny, Rachie? They wanted that game to be exclusive. They didn't even buy it. They wanted it to be exclusive right now. Good morning. Hit the like, subscribe so Louis can Gagagura and Louis get an ad blocker. I do have an ad blocker. I don't know what the hell is it. I I think the thing is that it's twitching a lot because it's blocking those damn ads. Oh man, Louis, let me see. And what's up, Matrix? How you doing, bro? Let me see. Louis, let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hmm. Let's see now. Because the chat went all the way down. I still feel with all of the game coming day one of the best year on Game Pass. I don't want of any games. Gaming is unfortunately too expensive for me to buy my games being priced. Buy my games being priced out is scary. Yes, sir. Shiji Mikami left and Tango had no game ideas that MS liked. Was it worth keeping it around for MS? Okay, Justin, just I get your point. But even though he would have been around or not, the thing is that was that studio actually holding on, you know? Because like I said, Evil Within is not a bad game. Evil Within is a good game. But Evil Within, the first one sold like what, 1 million copies. Then the second one, which a lot of people played and say, man, that thing is awesome. I think Evil Within got the Sleeping Dogs reaction. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, right? I don't know if it's the reaction or the Sleeping Dogs that you have like a really good game, but it didn't get the traction it deserved. Because Sleeping Dogs for me was one of the best open world, kind of GTA style games. I really love Sleeping Dogs. It was great. It was beautiful. It was awesome. The combat was fantastic. Everything was fantastic in that game. I loved it. But frankly, people did not buy it. So I'm thinking that it's pretty much the same thing. It got the same, it got the same treatment as Sleeping Dogs did, and it just didn't sell as well. It's like you're trying game. If you like it, you buy it on a discount, 100%. I bought Dragon Ball Kakarot for 15 bucks. Man, Sanchez, I'm thinking about that Kakarot game. I'm thinking about it because I've been watching Dragon Ball lately. I'm watching Super now. I'm trying to finish Super because hell, I don't know why I didn't watch it back in the day, but now everything is out. I'm trying to finish it, to catch up because I watched Diamond. Diamond was really good. Game Pass is going up in Microsoft Rewards. That's it. Only Microsoft Reward, and that's not. And listen, let's not mention that word on price increase for the Game Pass. Let's not mention that it's only $20 or nothing because we don't. I don't want them to listen and say, "Hey, hey, we'll increase the price." RoboCop was free on PS and Essential this month. What's up, Seabass? Good morning to you, sir. I got both Gears limited edition consoles, Louis, the red one and the 2 terabytes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Game on Jesse Indy is licensed. I could see it leaving in 10 years or less. It depends. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that one's going to leave anytime soon, but it all depends. Louis, I wrote that almost 30 minutes ago. I'm saying we're saying we rent games, and I said that they rent consoles at PlayStation. Next time you're just me. What? You're unsubscribed? What do you mean, Dolomite? Don't be sad. Dolomite, don't be mad at me, bro. Damn, I'm trying to catch up. I'm sorry. Dolomite got mad at me. I'm sorry, Dolomite. I didn't mean to get you mad at me, bro. Louis wrote that 30 minutes on rent games, and I said they rent at PlayStation. Yeah, they do. Because right now, oh yeah, the UK rental thing. Yeah, they're renting PlayStation in the UK. I remember that. But all right, Chad, let's keep on going. We got Louis, are you subscribed to a streaming service for TVs and movies? Yes, sir. I am subscribed to Paramount Plus. No, I'm not subscribed to Paramount Plus. I'm subscribed to Netflix. And that's it. I think I'm subscribed to Netflix. Yeah, I'm not subscribed to Netflix. Because I have something, but I can't say it on here. Shh, gotta be quiet. Sleeping Dogs was great. It made you feel like if you were cheating on your girlfriend. Yes. Yes. But I got you what you guys mean. Look, guys, at the end of the day, right? There's nothing wrong with renting. There's nothing wrong with renting. It's always been an option since the dawn of time, right? There's nothing wrong with renting. I mean, back in the day when I was, what was it? When I was young, right? I mean, we had the movie place and everything, right? Dolomite, if you're mad at me, say I'm sorry, bro. I'm trying to apologize to you. I hope you're still here. You didn't get mad at me and unsubscribe, bro. I love you to death, Dolomite. Don't be mad at me, Dolomite. I love you. Okay, he's still here. Okay. Just checking up on you. Just checking up on you. But yes, there's nothing wrong with renting. The thing is, right? They're just trying to slander things because in order for them to get a W. Now, This is what I say though. How can you argue? Look, guys, look. Let me tell you something. When you have people going out there, right, defending the 30% that is better than the 70%, you cannot argue with that person. And no matter what you say, no matter how much you feed it to them and show it to them, even mathematically, right, you can show it to them that 70% of money that they make is better than 30%. And no matter what they say that the 30 is more than the 70, how can you argue with someone like that? How can you argue with someone that if they are like us, for example, me, I'm a 41-year-old gamer, and a lot of us, are 40s, 50s, 60-year-old gamers. And how can you argue with that person that is 40 years old and say, no, I didn't rent games back in the day? That is the biggest bullshit I have ever heard, because all of us back in the day, if we had a console at home, say PlayStation 1, say Dreamcast, say Sega, say Super Nintendo, all that stuff, we used to rent our games because we did not produce the money, unless if you had a really rich parent that bought you 10 games in a year or 20 games in the year, the ones you wanted. But back in the day, we did not have that option. We had to go to a rental place every weekend, rent a video game, and that was the cheapest option to do it. So now they're coming over here trying to slander this like it's a bad thing, but hell, chat, I got a question for you guys. Simple and easy. When you were a kid, if you guys had this service, how would have been as a kid? I mean, hell, me as a kid, this would have been the best service in the world. Exactly. Blockbuster Friday nights. That's what we used to do back in the day. Blockbuster. That's it. That's what we did on Fridays. On Fridays, we used to go to Blockbuster. Remember, get the popcorn, get the movies, get all that cool stuff, popcorn movies and everything. Got back home, watch the movies with the parents. Got the game for us to play on our Nintendo, on our Super Nintendo, or Sega Genesis, stuff like that. I mean, hell, that's how we were back in the day. And there was nothing wrong with that. There was nothing wrong with that. Now it's just like I said, they're looking for a way to slander because they're calling us the economic guys. What's it called? The GoFundMe guys. Whatever they're trying to call us, that we don't want to spend the money, that we're broke. It's a way to slander us. But at the end of the day, though, what is wrong with saving money? It's just them that they want to go out there and try to slander this. This is why we can't argue with them about this. They say rental is stupid. Okay, for you it's stupid, but me, I'm having fun. Because this is what's funny, guys. I mean, this is what we got to do. They come over here, they whisper to your ear, blah, 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 right? They try to whisper to your ear, saying Game Pass sucks this, but you know what we do? We just playing games. While they're out there complaining, we're playing games. It's hilarious. That's all they do, complain, complain, complain. And then I ask them, why aren't you playing games? Why are you doing on this platform complaining? You all see my Twitter feed? Look at my Twitter feed. All I do in my Twitter feed is post. Sometimes I comment rarely on Twitter because what am I doing? I'm busy with work. Or when I get home, I'm busy with playing games. Or if I'm here in the morning with you guys, I'm busy, doing a podcast, talking with you all, having fun, having a good conversation, right? That's what I've been doing. But I can't spend my time on Twitter all day with games to play. Be like, oh, look what J-Dub said. Hey, J-Dub, you suck. Hey, Bobby, you suck. Hey, this, Why? Hey, Kim Webb, what's up? Good morning. Legendary Yo B, what's up? Good morning. I don't even talk to people born after. Damn. Hey, Lini, what's up? Good morning. Oh, man. There you go. I'm sold. Remember renting PS1 games from local grocery stores. That's what I say, though. How can you argue with that? All right. I might comment once a year on next Twitter. Jacob 6 comments once a year. So, Eleni, okay, Eleni, let me give you a prime example. Eleni, you're here, right? Eleni, you're a PlayStation fan, right? I mean, you were talking about you're a PlayStation fan, right? If you had Game Pass on PlayStation, would you be happy? Would you not? I want to hear your point. And be honest about it. Don't go crazy on me. Be honest about it. Be 100% honest. if you had a service like Game Pass, would you be happy that you get your games day one on there, that you get all that stuff, all that stuff, all those benefits that we have on the service, you get it on PlayStation Plus? Would you be happy? We know you love your PS4 more than anything, but that's not the question, Anini. I mean, answer my question. Answer my question. I mean, be honest about it. Let's see what you have to say. Making some food and about to hop back to Dragon Ball Spark is it's mad fun. Really? Man, man, don't tell me that. Okay, Nini, I got a question. How's the quality on Indiana Jones? And Lenny, you gotta get those words out of there. You can't say depends on the quality of games because you're playing Indiana Jones, so basically you're liking the quality, and it's the same damn game we're playing. Not we're playing. I played months ago. It's the same game. What do you mean you cannot play? Why can't you play it at a Cypher? That's weird. I cannot play NCAA football on PC, so I'm playing it through Xbox Cloud. What do you mean you can't play it, bro? What's going on with that? But man, Yobi, man, I'm telling you, that Dragon Ball has got me intrigued, right? I mean, I'm intrigued with Dragon Ball since I started what I finished Daima, right? And went back and started to watch Super because I have never started to watch Super the way I have to watch it. I saw a couple episodes, I saw Golden Frieza, which is pretty cool. I have not seen Broly yet. I can't wait to reach Broly. Broly is my favorite bad guy out there because Broly is like I always say Broly's the ass kicker of all the Saiyans. But yeah, I mean that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is really intriguing. It has only released it on consoles for some weird reason. Really? Wow, that's weird. Did not know that. Wow, that is weird. But Anini, so the Game Pass is not for everyone. He's commenting on the people who buy one or two games a year because there's a lot of people, and I even know that for a fact. Like I have friends that have a PlayStation right here in Dominican, and I ask them, "What do you play on your console?" They play or FIFA or Call of Duty. That's all they play. They only play two games a year. So how can you force someone that plays only one or two games in a year to get into Game Pass? That's what he meant by Game Pass is not for everyone. It's not something that for you to get. If you buy two games a year, why should I subscribe to Game Pass? If I only play two games a year, and if I only got the time to play those two games a year, which I enjoy and love, I wouldn't even be subscribed to it. He's being honest about it. Nothing wrong with that. You know. Let's see now. What else is chat saying, man? Chat's been on the dot with this today. I mean, they haven't even let me continue on with the show. But shout out to the 32 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell, baby. Hit that bell. Go for it, man. Go for it. Not only that, chat, I always keep on telling you, join our Discord, guys. We have our Discord right here. Join our Discord. Let me put the invite people in here. Join our Discord right here, guys. It's right there. There's our Discord, XBI Discord. Join it so you can see the Pick on Louis section and talk with us all day, all the time. Yes, sir. Add Steam and Game Pass Ultimate and subscribe to Game Pass to play Xbox and third-party titles they won, then buying them on sale. You see, that's what Game Pass does for you. And with a discount price, right, Nine to Cypher? That's true. Ha. I watched YouTuber that plays one game for the last 10 years, GTA 5. There you go. Even Waco Game says something. Can Silly Pony play a big play game in 2 years? Good question. I don't know. I mean, Nini can tell you he plays more on PlayStation than I do. My PlayStation has been unplugged since Concord, so I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, but the fact is, ponies kept saying the same garbage that. Why would you want an Xbox over PlayStation? Well, my answer is simple. It's powerful. It has Xbox Game Pass and all. All I want and all I want. That's my answer, ponies. I mean, look. Here's the thing, though, right? You if you like PlayStation, I have no problem that you like PlayStation. Now you can't come around and try to slander my box when my box is a good box. You can slander the Switch if you want, but it's kind of funny though. They slander the Xbox a lot. They go out there, they slander the Xbox, they try to destroy the Xbox, everything. But yet, you got a Nintendo Switch over here that is not even powerful. They don't slander the Switch. All they do is slander Xbox. It's like they have like a chip to slander Xbox. It's like an automatic chip. Let me go slander it. But yet, you don't slander Nintendo Switch. When Nintendo Switch is beating you in console sales, when Nintendo Switch is upping the price on games, when Nintendo Switch is doing a lot of stuff that is so bad that literally even PlayStation is picking up from them. Oh Lord. It's because Nintendo. Oh, I see. I see. There you go. Thank you, John Bon Zombie. Oh, because of that. Oh. Thank you for that, King Web. Thank you guys for joining the Discord, man. I'm just seeing you guys popping in there. I'll say hi to you guys after I'm done with the episode, after I'm done with the show. But yeah, it's incredible. They slander Xbox all day for nothing. And on my box, I'm having fun. And look what he said. He's talking about quality games, but yet he's saying, look at Indiana Jones over here. Looks so beautiful. My PS5 Pro. He came by and said this one wasn't on Tuesday. I'm like, man, it took Xbox, to make you guys a good game on your PS5 Pro. That says a lot. And it has top-notch quality. Oh, but how about on the Series X? We're playing the same game. Seriously. And look what they said, the quality of games. I mean, El Nini, what? Look, you cannot bring quality of games because this generation has not, I'm being straightforward and honest. It's like 90, I gotta say like almost 90% of the games did not have the top-notch quality we deserved. That's why people are not buying $70 games right now. They're sitting there waiting for them to be patched, to be better and everything in order to buy. Look at Spider-Man, for example. Spider-Man did not even come out with a new game plus. You guys had to wait for a new game plus. What? That's insane. But hey, it is what it is, right? Redfall. You just mentioned one game. But I got a question. Did you, like I said, okay, I'll bring it back again. Tell me what game this generation not come out with issues. How many patches did Horizon Forbidden West get? How many patches did Spider-Man get? How many patches did all these games get this generation? They had tons of patches. I mean, like I said, Spider-Man 2 released, not even with New Game Plus. You had to wait for it for them to put it on there, which was crazy. The friends on his box is invalid now thanks to Discord. But you get where I'm going with this, right? Because look, Redfall released a disaster, but once they patch it up, oh man, I gotta tell you something. I mean, I remember I stopped playing Redfall because I remember I read somewhere, right? I read somewhere that that Redfall had a save issue. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna put it to a side till they patch it up. So once they patch up Redfall, and I played it literally on 60 FPS and everything, this was a whole other game. I mean, the vampires were kicking my ass. The snipers did not miss a shot. I mean, hell, was running everywhere. You can literally hide behind a rock and it's like the bullets curved and hit you. I'm not kidding you. That's how tough the snipers were. And man, it was beautiful. It's like, man, Redfall just got challenging. It got good. I mean, it got good. I mean, I was happy with seeing how Redfall got good. Now, is it a 10 out of 10 game? No. Is it a 9 out of 10 game? No. Is it an 8 out of 10? I mean, I ranked that game between a 6 and an 8. I ranked it between a 6 and an 8. Redfall for me was between a 6 and an 8. It was not the perfect 100% game that I would have loved, but shit, it was good. I loved it. I loved it at the end. I had fun. It was a fun game to play. Bro, Xbox owns COD, Minecraft, Indiana Jones, Overwatch, Doom, and a lot of big games. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So, guys, let me jump into this other one because, hell, we got so much to talk about. Phil, I haven't even covered. We're just on the slander right here. My God. Oh. But wait, hold on a minute. I love Red Fun. Concord didn't make it. And listen, Concord did not have a bad quality though. I mean, I tried Concord and it didn't have a bad quality, but it was just that $40 price that killed it. And not only that $40 price, it should have been a free to play game. And it should have been a game that should have been everywhere. What I mean everywhere, it should have been on Xbox, it should have been on Game Boy, it should have been on Nintendo, it should have been on Super Nintendo, it should have been on Sega Genesis. This game should have been everywhere for you to play. It should have been an everywhere game, not just two places. It should have been everywhere. We were making a service game. I mean, literally, this is what gets me. I'm starting to get a headache, right, with this. If you make a service game, this is a service game. You got to make it available for everywhere so you can get traction from all the players all around the world. You got to get those numbers up. You can't lock it into consoles. Kind of like Helldivers. If Helldivers was on Xbox, if Helldivers was on Nintendo Switch, if Helldivers was everywhere, I mean, Helldivers would have been a 40 million player game. 40, 50 million player game. Running out of air. But hey, keep on going. Like Gotham Knights, the game release was horrendous. But holy cow, that game is gorgeous. Hey, you really like Gotham Knights? I gotta try it out because I ran away from that game. Releasing Redfall in spring was the most retarded decision from Xbox this generation. 100%. No, Rachie, wait a minute. We gotta say another one. Because I gotta be honest, releasing Motorsport, the way they released it was also stupid. I mean, hell, I got to slander them for that one. When they released Motorsport, me and Silent got a lot of slander for this because I remember me and Silent went out there like saying, dude, don't release the game in that state. Patch it up, release it with everything that the game needs, and it will be better. No, because a lot of these guys were out here saying, and this is why, chat, I keep on telling you, these guys listen to shows, these guys collect data from Twitter feeds and everything, right? Like, for example, what do you think these game prices are increasing? Because a lot of people out there, I don't know what podcast was it that came out and said, PlayStation should put games up at 100, I will buy them. I would say, you got to be crazy. Why are you asking for them to put games at 100? You guys should not have ever asked that. But I remember a podcast said that, right? So when the podcast said that, look what's happening now. Now we're getting games increased. We saw Nintendo put it on 80. Now they're releasing that 80 Mario game and 90 physical. I mean, hell, they're listening to your feed. And when GTA 6 came out and people were starting the rumor saying, hey, listen, this game is going to be $100, right? And people just started saying it's going to be 100, going to be 100. What do you think that's going to do? That's going to give them the data to say, let's release it at 100 because we see people are going to buy this game at $100. You guys are encouraging it. That's the point. Stop encouraging that stuff. And they don't listen. I look at this. Consoles are $500. PS5 Pro, $700 is fucking expensive. Now, if it had the the CD to it, if it had the at least the stand in it, I would have been, well, it's okay. But either way, those $700 for a console is expensive. And I know next year we're gonna get $700 console, so hell, we're gonna be screwed. How many remasters of PlayStation going to make? Goddamn, Sony, you're lacking what made you special during PS2 gen and during the PS4 gen. They're lacking that. They're lacking that a lot. Game Pass sales pay for itself. Plus, is there an occasional need for cloud gaming? And I'm finding myself using the service more and more. Yep. Ooh, El Nini. I'm glad you're saying that. I'm glad you're saying that because El Nini, I got something to show you. Here comes Evil Louis with the laugh. I'm glad you're saying that. And I pray to God that Gran Turismo gets better because, oh man, you're not going to like this. What I saw yesterday. Louis are getting the Nintendo Switch 2. Jays Wade. Listen, I'm going to get it on a sale. I'm not getting it day one, Jays Wade. I'm going to wait. The Nintendo Switch 2, I will be getting it because why am I getting the Nintendo Switch 2 down the road? Because in my household, we play Switch when family comes around. I mean, we play Switch, we play Mario Party, You know, when family comes around, it's a family console, right? So I'm not gonna go in and get it day one because I find a 450 really expensive. I'll wait for it if it drops to 400 or something like that for me to get it. For me, 400 is is the price sale. 400 is the price sale for me to buy it. So I'm not gonna get it day one. I'm just gonna wait a while. I'm gonna wait a while. I'm gonna wait a while. I'm gonna wait a while for me to purchase it. I'm not gonna go nuts. I'm not gonna go nuts because I mean I still got my Switch and to be honest though, I don't play that much on the Switch unless the family comes around. I sometimes use it to exercise because they got the little exercise thing that I bought it. But yeah, just with it's $80, but I gotta buy it for the family, man. That's what sucks. I gotta buy it for the family. But damn, King Web, I'm not gonna say that out loud because Nintendo, man, if I say that out loud, Nintendo will come over here and slap the hell out of me and be like, copyright strike, asshole. No, no, no. I can't encourage that on here. Nintendo, I mean, listen, these Nintendo lawyers aren't playing. I saw Mario World, the assets are still cheap quality. But yeah, I mean, hell, I'm just if I'm buying a Switch, like I said, it will be down the road, Jay's way. It's gonna be way, 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 way down the road, way. But I mean, way down the road, way down the road. It's not gonna be. Oh yeah, let me go order it right now. No, 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 no. First off, I'm buying it over there in the States. You know, I'm gonna take my Switch, you know, to put it in there. But again, I have to wait for a sale, so I'm not going to do that right away. I'm gonna hold up on it for a while. I'm not gonna go nuts. I'm a smart buyer. I'm not going nuts like I did at the beginning. No, 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 no. So let me show you guys something that I saw that I said, uh-oh. I said, if they see this, they're gonna be mad. But it's true though. So I read something interesting, right? There's a site called The Gamer. If I have it right, let me see. And I'll read it to you for myself. And they post this on here, and I was laughing my butt off. After years of being one of the best racing simulators of all time, right? So, which is Gran Turismo, guess what's the number one? I'm not kidding you. Number one in the gamer is Forza Motorsport 7. So Forza Motorsport 7 literally kicked Gran Turismo's butt. And I'm looking for that site. If I find it, I'll show you guys the proof. I ain't kidding you. I'll show you guys the proof. Let me see if I can get it. So literally, Forza Motorsport finally came around and kicked Gran Turismo's butt. I read that and I was just laughing my butt off. I was like, oh Lord. I mean, seriously, it's like they're lacking on something. And here's the thing, though, that's fanboy talk because he comes around and does the fanboy talk. Oh, it's going to be amazing for me to have the racing simulators. But here's the thing, though, you're getting the arcade version. We still have the best racing simulator on Xbox still, so you got to wait a while on that one. If it does go to PlayStation, cool. If it doesn't, cool too. We still have it, and it's the best racing game simulator out there. I am not kidding you. So yeah, we already have Forza Motorsport 7. Already have it, which is really good. So that there's a good cartoon racer releasing very soon. It's a Sonic version, looks better, also cheaper. Wow, damn. Had to agree with any MSC, lesser than PC, but still great. Because here's the thing, though, right? You can come over here try to sign me that you're getting both those games, but at the end of the day, you're paying 70 or 80 for them. Jesus Christ. And GT is still P. At least they have that one game for exclusive at PlayStation because damn, I mean, I don't know why they haven't put that on PC. They could be banking on it because again, I don't understand what Sony's doing. I don't understand what Sony's doing. Sony needs to make that money, and they don't get that because they go on there and fend for it. But at the end of the day, though, stop fending. Let them get the money, and if they will make it available elsewhere, they will make more money. Because I bet you there's some PC guys who want to play Gran Turismo on their PC. What's wrong with that? Oh, get a PS5. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, here it is. I found it. Let me show it to you guys. I know I have ammunition for something. I like GT. Force is a better game for me. Nice. Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I have not played GT7 for me to, to jump on it and be like, GT7, but the last GT I played, yeah, I think it was last generation I played the last Gran Turismo. But I'll be honest with you, Force has been getting better. Oh, crap. Oh, Lord, what did I do? All right, give me 1 second, chat. I actually killed something on here like an idiot. All right, let me see if I can expand this. Whoops. Uh-oh. I made a boo-boo. Yep, Louis made a boo-boo. No, I want to lower this. Uh-oh. 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 Well, I made a boo-boo. I got to fix this later. So, let me share the screen. All right. So, let me just transition this real quick. Okay. I got to fix this later. Okay. So, that way, the chat can see what I'm talking about. So, these are, chats, the best racing simulators. So, let me see. Add this scene real quick, guys. Okay, did I add it? Okay, now let's transition. I think I made it better for us to read stuff. Is that better for you guys to read? I mean, this better. I mean, we'll leave it like that because I made a boo boo. I made a boo boo with this thing right here. So, 18 best driving simulation games. This is from the Gamer Guys. So let's start from the very beginning. And this article was posted 7 days ago. So we have City Car Driving. That's 18. Bus Simulator 21. Automobilista 2. Hey, I want to play that game. If it has go karts, I'm playing that. Driver San Francisco, Trackmania 2 Canyon, Autobahn Police Simulator, Race Injection for 12, Shift 2 Unleashed for 11, Euro Truck Simulator 2 on 10, Dirt Rally 2.0 on 9, Project Cars 2 on 8, 7 Assetto Corsa, 6 iRacing, 5 Mud Runner, 4 R Factor, 3 Beam NG Drive, 2 Richard Burns Rally, and 1 Who's the King of Racing Now? 1 Look at Who's the King of Racing Now. There you go, chat. My proof is out there. There you go. Speaking of money, don't forget that Sony's on a lawsuit to face in the UK this year. Is it this? No, it's next year. It's 2026, I think it is. Or is it this year? There you go, chat. Like I said, I got my proof in here. All I got to do is look for it. So, chat, let's keep talking about the Phil Spencer. I mean, seriously, we have not finished this stuff up. Bags, Eddie, where have you been? They've been saying live service games will go everywhere for years. Exactly. Now, what I don't understand is this. Look, even UR Gaming says Louis Marathon's first party on Xbox too. I mean, this is what I said though, right? Oh, UK is this year? Oh shit. And the sad part about this, in what's it called? In I think it was in California, they gave in that lawsuit though. They didn't want to fight it. They gave in that lawsuit. They gave in that lawsuit. They gave in the lawsuit. They said, hey, listen, we're not going to fight this. We're going to give in, because hell, it's not worth fighting. I think it was for $6 million. So that gives them more ammo for the UK lawsuit. That gives them ammunition, to go in and win that one. That was like a $7 billion one. Oh, shit, or 6 billion euros. That is a lot of money Sony's going to lose if they do win. If they do win, it's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, let's keep on talking about Phil Spencer's interview. Let me go look for it. So yeah, there you go, chat. I mean, enjoy it. Right there, I'm gonna leave it right there so you guys can enjoy it. That Force is the #1 game in racing from the gamer. I didn't realize Lost Souls aside, Midnight Murder Club and Sora were live service. So let's go. I wish you could just like. All right. So, like I said, we got more news, and this one is pretty cool, right? I mean, this one we're gonna enjoy, chat, because this is actually a very good, awesome news right here. Let me post this right here, so that way we can talk about it. All right, there you go. Is it on the screen? Let me see if it's on there, so I can read what with you guys. Right here. Let's see now. Is it showing it? Yeah, it's showing. Okay, so let's read this, guys. So we got something amazing happening. All right. Uh-oh. Now I lost the site. Uh-oh. Hold on, chat. Oops. Let me see if this went down. If this one went down, then nope, that's not it. Okay, it's this one. Okay, perfect. So Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer is trying hard to avoid leaking all Xbox plans. That is actually really hard to do. I mean, with all the Xbox news that's happening, that's something really hard to do. I mean, I can't blame him because he's super excited for what's coming. I mean, hell, that's pretty cool. But speaking of recent interview, Phil Spencer indicates that there are some unannounced Xbox games coming this year. Oh man, I mean, hell, more games for us on Game Pass. Microsoft CEO says he's happy with the Xbox first party slate of game this year, but that more unannounced titles are on the way. Speaking with Variety in an interview that took place shortly before Minecraft movie launched in theaters, but was published on Tuesday, Spencer touches on a wide variety of topics from future Xbox film TV adaptations like Fallout 2 to review upcoming launch of the Nintendo Switch 2. So when we asked games he was excited to see launch this year, Phil Spencer had to say this. For us and the rest of the calendar year, I really feel great about the slate of games. We just had a Valve come out. I have to go backwards and just say Obsidian continues to do a great job. We obviously talked about the Outer Worlds 2, South of Midnight Doom. There's more stuff. Some stuff that's unannounced, and I'm walking in my head to make sure I don't leak anything. Oh baby, let's go. Like I said, I mean it's getting better. It's getting better. Damn it, you pop-ups. So what? Sid Lord Vintage, what's up, Sid Lord? Good morning to you, sir. Sid Lord, thank you for posting everything that you do every day, brother. I really gotta say thank you for that, man. I really appreciate that. I just been on a rush to say thank you on Twitter since I'm seeing you on here, man. Thanks for that, brother. Thanks for that. Really amazing you do that for us every single day. Love you for that, brother. Seriously do. So what announced games could Phil Spencer be referring to straight away? There's a few minute candidates. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster has leaked, and it seems we won't be waiting much longer to see it properly, as the game is rumored to be released as soon as next week. Next up is it's overwhelmingly likely some sort of Call of Duty game will launch near the end of 2025. Rumors point to a sequel to 2012's Call of Duty Black Ops 2, though the game's exact scale isn't known, and it may even function as something as special last year's Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Less certain, but still worth mentioning, are the long-standing rumor of Gears of War Remaster Collection. It would certainly make sense to me put such a remaster of the Coalition Xbox Game Studios are planning to launch Gears of War E-Day next year. Let me see now. With the Xbox Showcase in 2025 set in June, online set the direct focus on the Outer Worlds 2, it is clear to me that Obsidian Entertainment science fiction RPG is the main focus for the Xbox Game Studio in the second half of the year, but a remaster collection wouldn't overshadow that effort. No matter what, I'm excited to learn what we will hit in June. Man, I'm telling you, that interview was awesome. We're getting more games, guys. I mean, this is awesome stuff. We're getting more and more games, man. Still unannounced games. Let's see what they're going to bring it to the table. And man, Phil has been quiet. I mean, it's kind of hard, I mean, it's a tough position not to say anything, man. It's tough. But yeah, Chad, what do you think about that? I mean, are you excited for it? So, Let me look for this one. Let me look for the next article. Phil Spencer, Nintendo as a partner. I said there's a lot of stuff to talk about. And yes, now this comes from Xbox Era. Thank you. Changing a little bit the site. And shout out to the Xbox Era guys. What happened? Did I? Let me see now. Okay. All right, let's put this right here. Paste it. All right, here we go. Xbox Era article. All right, we got it on the dot. Is it ready? Okay, let's go. Phil Spencer to Variety. Nintendo's a great partner. Oh, like I said, we got it. We got lots to talk about, guys. There's a lot of things, right? In a new interview on Variety, the topic is Nintendo Switch came up with Xbox CEO Phil Spencer calling Nintendo a great partner among other things. All right. In a wide-ranging interview, Phil Spencer was asked about Nintendo and their upcoming Switch 2 console. When asked about the Switch 2 and Xbox One for support, Phil said, "So we've been supporting Switch 1. I want to support Switch 2. Nintendo has been a great partner. We think it's a unique way to reach players who aren't PC players, who aren't players on Xbox. It let us continue to grow our community that care about the franchises that we have. That's really important for us to make sure we continue to invest in our games." You guys listening to this? You guys listening to this? Boom, here we go. Let's read this again. Let's read this again. Let's read this again. It let us continue growing. It let us continue to grow a community of people that care about the franchise that we have. And that's really important for us to make sure we continue to invest in our games. I'm a really big believer in what Nintendo means for this industry and us continuing to support them and getting the support from them for our franchises. I think it's important for the part of our future. There you go. On the top of Xbox feeling antsy about announcing anything that with Nintendo's hardware being announced, Phil responded with, "No, I think all of us in this industry should focus on our communities and the player base that we're building. I get inspired by what a lot of different creators do and other platform holders. But I believe in the plans that we have. Obviously, we're evolving what it means to be Xbox and meeting players in different places. There are 3 billion people who play video games on our planet, and I get up every morning and think about how Xbox can be more relevant to the 3 billion people who play." Smart business right there. And that's through making sure we're leading in how our games and our platform features can be available in as many places as possible, whether that's cloud, whether it's people playing on PC, whether it's people playing on a console. So we're really driven to try to grow our franchises and platform to be an important part of gaming for as many of those 3 billion gamers as we can reach. Man, this man is out there. This man is out there and he's cooking. More topics like TV shows were brought up as well. You can find them all in this link below. All right, let me just open this site. Please give me all the info I need. Yes. All right. Copy this. Let's paste it right here. And thank you, Xbox Era, for that. That's pretty cool stuff. So now let me paste this right here so we can talk about this. All right. But listen, reading that article, right, about Nintendo partnering up, with Xbox, right? The Nintendo partnering up with Xbox and the whole idea of getting that money back to invest, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is actually a really good, sweet thing to say because at the end of the day, guys, right, we know what's coming for us. And since we're part of Xbox, we get to get more games, have a fun right there on our box. And even though they're going third party, right, even though they're putting more games out there for these guys, but at the end of the day, there's a big difference on what you got to pay for what I'm having over here. I'm saving money. And for me, that's gold, that's key, especially with the way things are going nowadays. I mean, chat, let's be honest. What would you rather pay? You rather pay 80 or you rather pay 20? Simple and easy. I mean, what do you got to say about that? And I know some people are gonna come around and say, well, it depends on the quality of games. Well, the way the games are now, would you rather pay 80 or would you rather pay the 20? Shit. Damn. Hmm. I'm being honest with you. So Seabass, let's see what else chat's saying. Man, because chat, you guys have been rolling, man. You guys are going crazy. Next year, it's the digital stores. Okay, the UK one. Let me see. You should not care, but the best you is Eleni. You see, Eleni is Xbox, two game and Game Pass. What new game's playing right now, Eleni? Well, he's playing Indiana Jones, an Xbox game. I just said the PS5 Pro was an interesting machine for racing sims. It's not that deep. I'm not fanboying on it. I didn't realize Lost Souls aside, Midnight Murder Club and Sword were live service. Let me see. You love your PlayStation and you should enjoy the new biggest IPs. Just all facts. And any question, what games are you currently playing? he's playing Indiana Jones. He said it yesterday. Look at my Indiana Jones game now. Not yesterday, on Tuesday. It looks so beautiful on my PS5 Pro. And I went in there and said it took Xbox to actually make your Pro work and not PlayStation itself. Jesus. He playing not game playing got nothing. Hi Louis, what's up? I already said hi to Sith Lord. Let me see. Mm. Sid Lord says Mario Kart at $80 has more value than Marathon at 40. Damn, Sid Lord, damn, Sid Lord, damn. I mean, oh shit, damn. I mean, I gotta get up for this one. Damn. Woo. I mean, shit. Oh man. Ooh. Oh man. I mean, damn, Sid. God, I mean, that's like. I mean, you. Damn, Sid. I mean, Sid. Sid. What? God damn. It's like Sid, took a knife and went and twisted it like fit. It's like I'm saying Sid got a knife and went right here. He said, okay. He put the knife in there, twisted it like probably like 8 or 7 times in there, right? And kept on twisting, kept on twisting, kept on twisting. That knife had like a bunch of edges in there just to get all that twist in there. I mean, damn, Sid, that was a killer bro. I mean, oh man. I mean, I had to get up. That was killer, man. I mean, I'm hurting right here with that kill that you just said. Oh Lord, damn, God damn, Sid, man. Sith, man, you killed him. You killed him, Sith. You killed him. I mean, hell, there's no comeback after that one. Xbox 580 is so great. What? Ton of value with Game Pass, 2 months and big games and Game Pass. I was excited for Horizon 5, but PS5 has not physical copy offer. We'll finally find a used copy on my Xbox One X. All right, go for it, bro. Xbox is really growing in PC. You can see the ports that are working 100%. 100%. Yes, sir. Get up and do those push-ups. Oh man, we're gonna do. Listen, tomorrow we're doing Louis exercise day. Tomorrow's Friday. I got a free day. Tomorrow we're doing. Well, today's my free day. After I'm done with this podcast, I'm gonna jump in the Xbox and play South of Midnight, guys. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be playing some South of Midnight, baby. I need it. I need it. Talos Ray, you are a whore. 20. It's no brainer as adults you want to deal to save money at any given cost. There you go. Legendary Yobi came at it too. We gotta save the money, guys. We're playing the same game because this is what these guys don't get. This is what the guys don't get, right? All right. Let me show you this real quick. Let's get this. Let me see if I can grab this. All right. And show it to you before we jump into the last article with Phil Spencer. But I want to show you this. Versus let me show you this, guys. Let me see if I can get some images up. Okay, so real quick, right? Because I know this is probably tweet, but let's see now. Why can't I show you this? So right here, this is a scene this is gameplay scenes, right? This is gameplay scenes from the game, right? Let me show you this real quick. Let me add this scene real quick. Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, here it is. Okay. So this picture right here, fast and easy. This picture right here. You got the Xbox Series X Indiana Jones. You got the PS5 Pro Indiana Jones. Tell me on that picture, what is the difference? What is the difference of the game? Let's just let me see. How do you zoom in? You guys showed me how to zoom in the other day. Control plus. Oh, I can't. Okay, right here. This picture right here. Tell me, chat, what is the difference right here in this picture? What is the difference? I mean, I take a look at this game and I see it and I see, okay, what's the difference in here? We are playing the same game. Let's say, okay, well, the shadows over here look good, but the shadows over there look, kind of this. But what's the difference though? I did zoom in. Didn't it zoom in? Let me see if it zoomed in. Yeah, I did zoom in even more. It zoomed in. I guess I can zoom in a bit more. So let me see if I can zoom in a bit more so I can show it to you guys. But yeah, what's the difference, guys? Oh, I can't zoom in anymore. Okay, that's it. Can't zoom in anymore. So that's chat. I mean, what's the difference right here? You're seeing it right there. You're seeing that, okay, the shadows look a little bit better over here and the shadows look better over there. But I got a question for you. Is this game about shadows? What is this game about? Are we looking for shadows? I mean, if we're looking for shadows, then I get the purpose that the game is all about you looking for shadows. No, but it's not about the shadows. It's about facing this dude right here and beating his ass up. That's the difference. So I sit here and I tell you what is the difference when we're playing the same game. I mean, this is a scene in the game on both consoles. We're playing the same game. Now, I'll tell you where the difference is that they don't seem to understand. Over here, we are playing 20. Over there, you are paying 70. Over here, we are playing 20. Over there, you guys are paying 70. That is a big difference right there. But okay, Jago 6, I'm talking about the game itself. What's the difference? Because if he hits forward right here on this scene, and I hit forward right there on that scene, we're hitting forward in the same game. I keep explaining this again and again and again. Safo! What's up, Safo? Oh no. It's not that. I'm just showing these guys because they came yesterday 2 or 3 times saying, well, the PS5 Pro, we're playing the better version of the game. It looks beautiful and everything. But what's the better version? Because you got probably more shadows over here than this one. Even though the Xbox Series X, we're seeing the shadows that look way better than the PS5 Pro. But at the end of the day, though, it's the same damn game. We played this game 6 months ago, so we're done and out. Now we're on AC Shadows playing what's it called? South of Midnight, playing all these games, and now you guys are Indiana Jones? Oh Lord. Damn. No wonder Xbox keeps porting games over there. You all got nothing. But pretty soon we'll be playing Doom the same day, but that's it. But damn. But like I said, what's the difference? Nothing. Just shadows, just looks, that's it. But we're playing the same game. So, anyways, let's keep on moving forward. Let's read the other one. The Pro is enhanced with the form of ray tracing and lower the preset on PC. That has been verified. Damn, Night of Cypher waiting for the kill. Oof. 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 Exactly. Look at Sanchez Martinez getting in for another kill. The difference is the price, Louis. PS5 Pro is $800. Well, 700, but 800 with everything, all the accessories, you're 100% on the dot. But yes, that's the difference. And not only that, over here we pay 20, and over there you pay 70. Over here we pay 20, and over there you pay 70. Over here we pay 20, and over there you pay 70. Now that's a difference. For the same game. Yes, sir. That's what we did. 100%. And that's the part where I say that a smart person that wants to save money jumps over here and stops with the fanboy crap over there. Shit. Because I'll be honest with you, and I say this again and again and again, again and again and again, again and again and again, I say this, dude, if you want the best graphics out there, grab $5,000-$6,000 and build yourself an ultimate gaming PC. You're gonna get the best fucking graphics. Now, right? I'm being honest with you. Build yourself the ultimate best gaming PC out there. You get the best graphics. But at the end of the day, with the consoles that we have, look how good it looks. It looks beautiful. Why in the blue hell am I gonna spend $6,000 PC when I can just buy a $500 console and play my game? Playing the same game you're playing on PC. The only difference is your frame rates are better, your fidelity is probably better. Whatever that stuff that you guys have over there is better, okay? But we're playing the same game. Oh Lord. And I only spent $500. That's it. So it's good. So let's move it up to this article because, like I said, I got to talk about this article. And let me quit this one and let me just add this scene real quick. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Got it. There we go. Let's talk about this. Yes, sir. Microsoft making bank off PlayStation ponies. It's all good. Yes, and he even said it. He even said it on Nintendo. If they buy it, it gives us more money for us to invest into our platform, making it bigger. So at the end of the day, we're getting more games. And that's what matters, guys. It's the games. Something they have said many times because they had all the exclusives in the world. How is that looking over there? And they keep locking them in. But the sad thing is they're not locking them in anymore because they're putting it on PC. So yeah, PlayStation is third party now. So Microsoft Gaming Chief Phil Spencer on a Minecraft movie gamble, Fallout Season 2 and mixing Hollywood pursuits with Xbox-based priorities, which is awesome. I mean, I'm really happy they really did good with the Minecraft movie. I can't wait to watch it. The execs at Microsoft, Warner Bros. And Legendary can now breathe a collective sigh of relief as a Minecraft movie proves to be certified hit its second big weekend at the box office. You know what? I'm going to go to the movies today and watch Minecraft. I got nothing else to do. So, yeah. Damn, Diego 6, another one for the kill. Heading into the Jack Black and Jason Momoa-led movie April 4 launch, uncertainty surrounding how the project would perform was high, but Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer was ready for whatever reaction was coming. Hopes were high amid the company's hit Fallout TV series at Amazon, though the risk was clear following the cancellation of its Halo adaptation of Paramount Plus, which I know didn't Netflix pick it up? Netflix picked it up. And TV series at Amazon, though the risk was clear following the cancellation of Halo adaptation of Paramount Plus, not to mention the mixed result for projects from competitors for every The Last of Us and the Super Mario Bros. Movie. There seems to always be a Borderlands movie that knocks the genre back a peg. But the gaming giants decided to take a risk on a move into Hollywood's outweighed the fear of a flop, and the gamble proved to be worth it for Spencer. Minecraft developer Mojang and Microsoft franchise-focused team led by Kathleen Walters, Spencer spoke a variety of feature of a story ahead of the movie release and along with his hopes for a Minecraft movie, revealed plans for Microsoft IP adaptations, including Fallout Season 2, while balancing Microsoft gaming and Xbox first priority video games 100%. Thank you for that. Because that's what we want. We want video games, not too much movies, right, chat? I mean, movies are great, chat, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, we got to focus on what matters, and that is video games. What will be your mention success for a Minecraft movie within Microsoft? I'm going back to respecting our player community. Minecraft is such a big community of players and creators already. Obviously, with the time that the game's been in the market for over 15 years now, and it's just an incredible successful in the video game space. So when we do something like this, the opportunities for some to bring Minecraft to them. Maybe they don't play video games, and it's an opportunity for them to see it on the big screen. What is this Minecraft thing? And get invested in it. But almost more important to me are the people that have been playing, who have been part of the community, and when they see this, they're proud that Minecraft is something that they've been investing in with their time and see it represent on the big screen and doing well now. That is the high order for me. How do people feel? Does this respect the IP? Does it respect the franchise? This then how it flows through to his business is we will see more players playing the game across all platforms. And obviously the game has the business models to allow people to invest as they're playing. And the business can perform. And that will be the real world of metric for us. Looking at the impact that movie has as it raises awareness, Minecraft is something that's been around long enough and it's a successful business that this has to be additive to what we're doing because anything that might take away from the quality and expectation of the video game could be so damaging. That is why it's taking us a while through this process and make sure that we find the right partner and we got the right creative ideas and we want to make the community proud on how we continue to be shepherds of this world. Man, I'm telling you, this Minecraft movie did phenomenal. I mean, they sold like crazy. I think it even beat Mario Bros, didn't it? So, with that in mind, how do you decide the IP you're willing to take a risk and manage expectations and prepare to chance the movie underperforms? It starts with the fact that we're in the entertainment business. Like I said, video games are for entertainment. And whether you're building games, movies, and television, doing an album, you have to expect that you're going to have hit rates and not going to be 100% successful. And making sure the culture inside of the teams is we can do a new IP. We can do new games. We can do new games. Some things will vastly exceed our expectations, and some we will be disappointed by the results and learn and go forward as an organization and just got to be something. Even in the game space alone, about the culture of being of Microsoft Gaming and Xbox. So then when you look at this and you say, okay, these kind of opportunities of a place, we're not native as creators, we build video games. I really start from, does the team have a unique point of view around what they want to get done? Have they found a partner that really understands the franchise and core of what these worlds are? And then support them. And I will say support them when something turns out to be crazy successful, and also support them when something isn't as successful. The next thing is always the most important thing. You got to make sure and you have a culture of the teams that are willing to take risks and bets on doing kind of cool, innovative, new things. And I think that Minecraft movie will be one of those. Man, this is a long interview. Holy smokes! Ah! Oh my god. I gotta read all this? Chat, you guys want me to read all this or no? Whew! This is long. This is long. Oh Lord. So let's keep on reading, right? Damn you pop-ups. Stop popping up. Let me see. It comes by respect. Okay, already read that. That man said your IP is willing to take the risk on, manage expectation perfectly hands. Okay, already read that. What other goals for you if you want Microsoft to be viewed within Hollywood and larger entertainment industry outside of the gaming biz? I've been in video games for quite a while, and I will say for a long time, I think was a certain amount of envy in the video game space when looking at movies and television of their story capability, the worlds that they have built, whether it's Star Wars or Star Trek. The thing is that we grew up loving. And I'm very proud that the fact that the game industry is now being seen as a place where we really deep stories and characters are told. Now I lost it because of damn freaking pop up. Damn it. Oh man. Mad Max, that's a good game to buy. If you guys never played Mad Max, go get it. If it's on $5, go purchase it. Really good game. I recommend it. Where was I? Okay, we're going on. I'm very proud of the games and industries now being seen. Okay, I already read that. Deep enough that they can be realized in a different medium through a movie or television show. The Last of Us, the Mario. Damn it, pop ups. The Mario movie. I'll even go to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. The game we released in December, which I think is one of the best Indiana Jones stories. Forget about playing the video game. Forget about playing the video game. If it's really well done story that fits with Indiana Jones and his archaeology background and traveling the globe and seeing all these fantastic spaces, could you do a movie around the same kind of story? Absolutely, you could. I think it's deep enough to support that. For us, as part of the game industry, I want our worlds and characters that our creators have built to feel deep enough, quality enough, and frankly successful enough that could be realized on TV and movies and even other places. I think movies went through books when you think about things like the Lord of the Rings, and then they kind of move into comics with the whole Marvel and Batman and all of this. Okay, sorry about that. And you really see the industry turning to view video games because they have a large community and the stories are actually rich and deep enough. And I love that. And as a player in the video game space, I think it's fantastic that our worlds can reach new customers, new viewers. Awesome stuff. Mandalorian Martin, what's up? Good morning. Mad Max is 10 years old, but Raichi is a good game. It's a good game, man. Hey, Raichi, remember that there's a meme going out that you see people buying these 4080s, these 4090s, building the ultimate PC, and all of a sudden you see them playing Super Mario Bros. From Nintendo. You're like, what the hell? Is there a Microsoft IP that you shouldn't be adapted, or is it more anything could be? It's just how about how it's done? Do you try to do Warcraft again? Would you never do a Call of Duty? Are those things are there things that you wouldn't touch, or could you it be oh would touch, or you could, but it needs to be done in a certain way? That's a good question actually. The video game industry is successful by itself. It doesn't need this outlet. You got to start with a partner who understands our team and the story of that IP and then letting them work through the process. That's my barrier. Let's never turn this into something where it has to get done. Every franchise has to have a game or a movie or TV show, and it becomes more like licensing. It's got to be about the creative outlet that linear media offers for our franchises. That's a pretty good answer, though, to be honest. Mad Max is $10 here in Australia. Louis, go buy it, Talos. I'm telling you, it's a fun game. It's not the best game, but it's a fun game, man. It's worth spending it. I mean, I played that game when it released. When was it? 10 years ago. I had fun. I had fun. Louis loves World of Warcraft. To be honest, though, I had World of Warcraft. Did I play it though? The CDs are still brand new in the box because I bought the game thinking I could play it. But when I found out you got to pay $20 online, I was really young. I wasn't working. I said, man, I can't play this game because I ain't got $20 to spend on there. So I asked my parents. They said, hell no, of course. But it is what it is. A new trend coming up in entertainment that people want to develop a new IP on its own from the beginning across mediums. We're going to make it from the beginning. We're going to make it our own. We're going to do the game and we're going to do the TV show and we're going to do a movie and we're going to make the physical products. Damn it, advertisement things. You're becoming annoying. Um, Let me see. Is Microsoft talking about doing this as you develop new things, owning its own, producing the adaptations yourselves? Not really, if I'm being honest. It's not about me. But I play video games at night. I don't watch a lot of TV and movies. But we have a team with decades of history on building video games, and I love when we do new franchises. We just shipped Avowed. I just came out of a launch review of South of Midnight, a game that's coming out, which is so awesome. I want our team staying very focused on. We're a video game organization. Now we can build worlds that can support these things showing up in traditional media. I think that's awesome. But I'm really trying to keep us focused on being a great creative and incentive entertainment video games. And then if these other opportunities show up, great. But we start most IP, almost all of our new IP, with how is it going to play? Because of the mechanic of playing the franchise is a unique ingredient we have in our process of video games. And I think that is as important as world building and character building, and that's an area I just want to see our teams continue to innovate in. That's pretty cool stuff. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I like that he is using movies as second. He's using movies as second or third things. He's not focusing on just making movies, TV shows, like someone I know out there that instead of focusing on making new IP, they're focusing on making a lot more TV shows and movies. I will not say any names. But yes, we're getting a God of War movie or God of War TV show. We're getting a Horizon movie. What else are we getting, man? They're seriously just focusing on that. Jesus Christ. Oh Lord. Due to the interactive ongoing nature of the gaming industry, do you find Microsoft is looking more at what fans used to say and responding to in that film studio or TV studio would? And if you find you have more pressure to respond to those reactions than your studio partners. Definitely. In the video game space, the line between us as creators and community of players is very thin. The conversation around Minecraft is such a great example. Minecraft today is as big as it's ever been, and as a franchise, is doing incredibly well. In the last year, I think two-thirds of our new Minecraft players came from outside of the US, which is awesome. Getting feedback around maintaining and growing something like a Minecraft is really important. And in TV and movies, where you kind of do it and then you launch it and step back, it's just very different than how our teams manage the communities. There are content updates that come through. You have to be plugged into the sentiment and the desires. You have to continue to evolve them. Uh, And now I'm not gonna say it's a better skill or worse skill than the TV or movie creators do because I'm respectful of what they do. It's just different on how we manage our communities. And I do think it's one of the things that allows us sitting here 15 years plus later to see Minecraft where it is as relevant as it is ever been. That is awesome. So here we go. You have Fallout Season 2 coming. There's a Minecraft TV series in the works at Netflix. What can you tease about those as well as other adaptation projects you might have in the works right now? I think what I would say to our fans is we're learning and growing through this process, which is giving us more confidence that we should do more and we like it. And our community seems to get a lot of energy through it. I think we learn something through our creative process every time we have a good partner who has their points of view on how different parts of the story can be told. I'll go way back to Halo, the TV series adaptation at Paramount Plus. We learn from doing Halo, we learn from doing Fallout. All of those build on themselves, and we'll have obviously a couple that miss. It's just kind of part of it. But I think what I say to the community that likes this work is you're going to see more because we're gaining confidence and we're learning through this. And that's why it's hard for me to tease any specific thing. Because while I know all of these things that are in the creative process, I want to give them time and I don't want to put any undue pressure on them. I like the stories that our teams are writing now and the games that they're launching. There's just a lot of interest in traditional media, and we're happy about that. Oh Lord, this article is killing me. Chat, you guys want to keep on reading? Just want to jump into it and just. Oh Lord, this is long. This is long. This is long. I mean, you tell me, chat, if you want me to keep reading. But like I said, what the most interesting part of this article is that Phil Spencer is still focusing on the games, which I truly appreciate that because at the end of the day, that's what I want. I want them to keep on focusing on the game because, of course, the movies, the TV shows are an extra. They are awesome. They're fantastic to bring gamers into the games and everything, to get them attracted to it. That's fantastic. It's a great idea. But if you don't keep on focusing on what we have right here, and that is these games, I mean, then what's worth for doing the movies? Or getting more people to be more involved? Because hell, I mean, it's great to do movies, but damn, at the end of the day, it's all about the video games because it's the video games that started you to work on these movies. Minecraft, perfect time to release this movie because hell, like you said, it's been 15 years. They have like 400 million players on Minecraft. I think it is in total. Is it 400 million? I don't remember. But man, and he knows that if he ditches because of a movie success, right, and starts just focusing on movies, not focusing on the games, we're gonna have a problem here because hell. Oh, so I'm good. Thank you for that. Mojang listing, they rigged their voting pool. Really? But at the end of the day, though, this is a long article. I'm not gonna go through all of that. But it's like how I said, I love the idea how Phil is focusing on just games. That's for me what matters because hell, that's where it all started, and it should keep on going. And it should have his team focus on what to do better in games for all of us because at the end of the day, that's what we want. So, out of the Phil Spencer interview that happened over here, like, we read the Nintendo one. The most important thing about Nintendo is that, hell, it's getting its money back to keep investing into video games, which is good. And he said it, which makes things clear for us that we keep on getting more games into our Xbox. So the question is, was it a good move to go third party? Was it a good move? For me personally, I say yes. Why do I say yes? It was a good move to go third party because at the end of the day, right? If it brings in the money, that's what matters. It's bringing in the money because this is a business that's on money, of course. So if it's bringing in the money to make us better games for us to enjoy on a service that we're gladly paying those $20 right now, that we're gladly enjoying, that we're gladly having fun, playing all these games with an option to buy, I mean, hell, put it everywhere, man. I don't give a shit. I just want to play my game on that service and have fun. The same, like I said, we are playing the same games, guys, as everyone is playing right now, right? Like Indiana Jones, for prime example, it's over there on PlayStation. Hey, we already played this game 6 months ago, and we saw scene by scene it's the same game. No difference. It's the same game. Probably the shadows look better. Probably over here this thing looks better than over there. Yada yada yada. Just small details, but we're playing the same game. And I paying it. I paid 20 to play the game, and over there they paid what 70. I mean, shit, incredible. And not only that, what is another benefit? That's a big benefit is that I can play that game early. I can play that game early for less than what it costs. I mean, the Vault Edition was, what is the price of Vault Edition? $100, $130. I remember what the Vault Edition is for Call of Duty. I only paid $30 for that. South of Midnight, early access, $10 to play it. Hell, I paid it. I was happy to pay it. And I had South of Midnight early access, which I couldn't play it because, hell, of everything that was going on, I couldn't play it. But either way, though, I get the extras and everything sweet. It's just too sweet. It's sweet, guys. It's sweet. Louis, I gotta be honest, been bored gaming lately. I've been still waiting for those new games. You've been bored, Mandalorian Martin? Wow. You've been bored? Wow. Pay South of Midnight. You got tons to play. I mean, look, I know you're stuck on a puzzle, Indiana Jones. I mean, there's YouTube. Go to YouTube and help you up with that puzzle and keep on going. That's what I mean, like I said, it happened with Indiana Jones. It was a puzzle that I was taking too long. And I got fed up. I said, okay, that's it. I'm going to YouTube. That was this one puzzle. Found it on YouTube, solved it, kept on going. I can't wait for the Copilot on Microsoft to start working so it can help me out in situations like that. Because I really hate spending a lot of time on just this one area of the game that I need to solve and I can't solve it. I hate that. I hate spending an hour on just one piece of the puzzle while there's so much to do in the game. But yeah, my Xbox maker, millions of every day in Game Pass, man. They're making money every day on everything, man. Activision Blizz and everything. I mean, like I said, it's the top games that people are playing out there, and they're making tons of money with that and kicking butt. Good game, man. Good game, Matrix. Assassin's Creed 1. Wow, that's a good game. That's a good game to play. So, what else is going on out there, Chad? I mean, let's see what else is going out there because, man, we already talked about the Phil Spencer interview. We did the comparison on the rise of the PSN, the PS Plus back in what was it, 2023, comparing what they said back nowadays. I mean, shit, incredible. They said the same thing. The price adjustment will enable us to continue bringing high quality games and value added benefits to your PlayStation Plus subscription service. They said the same thing right now today. Oh Lord, I mean, Sony, y'all running out of lines. Oh Lord, and running out of everything lately. Jesus. But yeah, we covered the Phil Spencer interview, which is pretty good. Let's see what else is out there we can talk about. You can never get bored with Game Pass Day 1 games. Now I'm playing the Old Blood right now. Thanks to Game Pass. Yeah, I've never played one before. Really? Good choice. My favorite one, Matrix, is Black Flag, and Assassin's Creed Shadows is getting up there. I'm loving Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's really good. It's really good. But Black Flag, man, holds a special place in my heart because, man, you get to use ships and kick ass. But all right, let's see what else is going on up there. Hmm. Gamers World, what's up, Gamers World? Good morning to you, sir. Welcome to the show. If you're new to the channel, right, and shout out to 25 people here, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and also hit that button. Not only that, guys, join our Discord. I'm not kidding you. We have our Discord. Join it where we have fun conversation. We have a pick on Louis section and have a blast. So here, let me post this right here at Discord so you guys can join it. So Gamers World says, do you think we are witnessing the end of the Xbox console? I am worried they are going to call it and go all the PC, as Xbox console has been a sale disaster, and that will leave Sony with no competition. What is a sale disaster, though, Gamers World? I mean, I'm trying to understand. Because, look, I'll tell you what a game disaster is, Gamers World. A console disaster would be like what happened with the Wii U. Nintendo had a rhythm of they ended the generation with 104 million console based users with the Nintendo Wii, right? They ended up with 104 million console sales. Now, the Wii U, when it came out, it dropped into 14 to 15 million in 5 years. That's a disaster. That's what you call a disaster. Now, the thing is, Gamers World, media is not telling you the truth. 30 million consoles is not a bad number, and that's where the number sits now. I think it's got to be up to 40 million, right? It's got to be 40 million, 50 million. Oh, you're good, Snooky Jackson. You're good. We got some time here. It's 40 million, 50 million, 60 million. I think the generation is going to end at that number. That's not actually a bad number, bro. I said I think. I don't know if it's going to end in that number, but I'm thinking it's going to be 50, 60. That's actually a good number, bro. That's such a good number. 60 million people that buy that console is really good. Last generation ended in 55 million. So for 30 million in 5 years, which the number sits, it's actually not that bad. Now the thing is, they want to feed you this as a bad number, but no, you got 30 million. I mean, Gamers World, there's 30 million people playing on your console. 30 million people playing on your console. That's not bad. That's actually a good number. Now, if you tell me that the Xbox Series X only sold 5 million and the Series S only sold 5 million, let's say, I mean, 5 million in total, then that is what you call a disaster. Now, remember something. Microsoft does not make money on these consoles. Where they need it, where they make money is on the service. Now, if the service keeps on growing, which is a good thing, then things are different because that's where they make the money. And that's what people don't try to explain to you is that Microsoft does not focus on the console itself. They focus on making the service great, making it available as much as they can for people to jump in because that's where the money is made. Why do you think they went the third party route with the games? They started to put the games elsewhere to get that money in, to keep on reinvesting and making more games to help Game Pass grow, which is nothing wrong with that. Because to be honest though, what do you prefer? Do you prefer uh owning a console and paying $70 for it, or would you prefer, as of February 7th, 2025, the Xbox Series X sold an estimated 28.5 million units worldwide, and that being there's been a mix up right there because I can show you a bunch of them that they have mixed. Hold on, give me a second. Oops. Here, I'll show it to you right now so you can see. Because listen, you cannot believe what people are saying because it's even right here. Okay, let's see now. So as of February 27, 25, okay, so I looked for it and it says it sits at 30 million units. And this was reported in, hold on, as of November 2024, it says they're sitting at 30 million units. So now how can you go back in 2025 to 28.5? Like I said, it's mixed up. But I think and I bet you that Xbox is probably sitting close to 40 million. I don't think those numbers are correct, but Xbox has got to be sitting close to 40 million. Yes, but have no exclusive worries me. And what would people buy an Xbox or even Game Pass? I have them all, so I'm not a big fan for one. But I want them all selling strong. having no exclusive worries you. But here's the thing, though, right? You shouldn't be worried, bro. Why would you be worried? Because let me tell you something, gamers. Consoles are not an investment. They're not an investment. You're looking at this like an investment, and you guys focus this as an investment. At the end of every generation, tell me one person. I want to know one person. And this actually happened in COVID, right? During COVID, the old consoles hold up on the value. That's true. I cannot lie to you because that was during COVID. But tell me one generation besides the COVID that happened, right? That when the generation ended, tell me that you actually sold your Xbox for the price you bought it for. Tell me one generation that you did. Unless if you put it to a side and save it and wait a couple years, right? To sell it for probably a more expensive price. But you gotta wait for years. But if you want, of course, to go up to the next console, you will sell your console, right? And you gotta sell it for what? $150, $200 worth. And you paid $500 for this. So at the end of the day, though, right? No. It's not narratives. I mean, he's actually bringing up a good point. He's worried, but why should you worry though? I mean, there's no worrying about this because when you buy a console, you bought it for 500, get ready to sell it for 200 at the end of the generation though. 200, 150, unless if a COVID situation happened, which please, Lord, please don't let it happen again, your consoles will hold up like they did during the 2020s. Xbox is pivoting hard for hardware. No, I mean, look, Microsoft told you this. They told you they are working on the next generation. They're working on a handheld, they're working on a console. So at the end of the day, though, guys, I mean, when we see this happen, we're going to see more consoles again. Now, is the main focus console? Because listen, Sony has to sell the consoles to make money. Microsoft says, well, we don't make money on this. If it sells good, if it doesn't good too. At the end of the day, though, people will still buy it. Because look, next generation, we're getting a console that's going to be PC. I mean, that's what we're seeing out here. So imagine you having a console, let's say for the price between $500 and $700, right? Top $700 that you can have Steam on it, have Epic on it. And you're paying this. I mean, shit, that's going to affect PCs right there. Because at the end of the day, you got a console that you can have your Steam library on it to play. That you have all that shit in there. That's going to do something. It's going to be a big game changer for us. Now, here's the thing, though. Like I said, what you should worry is if they start to shut down everything. That's when you start to worry. But even though they shut down, because I got to tell you something, guys, and let me tell you something. This is proof. Look at this. Are they still making PS2s? No. Does this one work? Yeah. Can I still play PlayStation 2 games? Yeah. Can I still get a PS2 out there? Yeah. I just got to look for it on eBay and get myself a PS2. It's right here. So it's still available for me. Now, are games updated for this system? No. Can I play online? No. They're not updated. They're not. The games are not updated, guys. But does it still work? Yeah. If it still works, it works. I can still get it. And I can get it for cheap. I can get it probably more expensive because they up the price. Now, here we go with this one. Now, this is my baby right here because I love this baby. This is my beautiful baby, and I still buy games for this. Still to this day, I buy games for this. Still have access to buy the games. You know how much I got this for? $80. Because I didn't get the box or anything. Look. It has a game in it, and I played it. My favorite game, Capcom vs. SNK, Millennium Fight 2000. And I got this for $80. Sega Dreamcast. So again, why am I worried? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Huh? It is, isn't it? I still have access to it. So why are you worried about it? I mean, right now I can go on eBay, I can probably get a 360. I can probably get, why are you worried about it? Because look, if they stop making the hardware, which I'm telling you something, Gamers World, I'm going to tell you this right now, and you got to see this, which is going to happen later on down the road. Because look, I'm going to show you something else. Hold up, you're going to love this too. I don't know when you were born, but I know when I was born. Look at this. Oh, let me grab another one because this one's locked in. Let's go into this. Remember this? VHSs. I started with a VHS. That's where I started, VHS. Does it still work? Yeah. Can I find VHS tapes out there? Yeah. It still works. Now, does it look as good as it does now? No. VHS quality was bad, but during that time, it was fun. I have one. And then after this one, right, we went to this. Oh. It went into this. DVDs. DVD player went into this, guys. And look at now. Where are we at? Where are we at? I mean, seriously, where are we at? Nowadays, where are we at? Now, do we use these anymore? There's some people that use Blu-rays. But I'll be honest with you. I don't want this thing on my freaking thing right now. I don't want this thing hanging in there. And same thing, later on down the road with the consoles, it's going to get to a point where you don't want a big-ass box in front of your face. Because every time you get a console, you got to get the furniture. Every time you get this, you got to get that. Because, hell, you got to buy them. So down the road, guys, it's going to be digital. It's going to be digital. I mean, look what happened these days. And you shouldn't worry about the hardware because hardware takes a long time to disappear. How do I know that? Because Netflix started, when was it, in 2020? I mean, not 2020. Netflix went online probably in the 2008 or something like that. I think Netflix started to go online, started as a service. And look how long it took for Blu-rays to disappear. LG is not making any more Blu-rays now. We're in 2025. They decided not to do it. But at the end of the day, though, it just disappears. Right now, some people are going back down to vinyls and stuff like that, getting vinyl players, which some people like to do that. But it's not a big market. It's not a big market like it used to back in the day. Markets change. So same thing with these games. I mean, look, remember back in the day, right? Which is something that I say is actually a big change for Lou. For me, it was a big change because I live in Dominican Republic. And back in the day, I had to wait actually 2 weeks to get a game like this. Day one, I had to wait 2 weeks. Imagine for the skin next to it is going to... No, thank God I did not get that thing. I did not like the Laserdisc. Oh, hell no, I did not like it. But yes, back in the day, I had to wait 2 weeks for this. And now look at this. I mean, the last physical game I bought, guys, the last physical game I bought was shit. Battlefield, was it Hardcore? Something like that. Battlefield something that was... I forgot the name of it. That was actually the last physical game I bought. The Battlefield with the home of the police officers was the last physical game I bought. Now I'm getting everything digital. I don't care about the physical because hell, this takes space. These things take space. I don't want this space. Back in the day, you know what I had to do? I got a lot of physical CDs and hell, or either I got this or either I had to get a big ass CD case to put the CDs in there that could scratch the CDs too, or put them inside the box. And Hardline, thank you for that, Matrix. Battlefield Hardline, right? And if not, I had to have them in the box and I had to get furniture. Oh man, where am I going to put all this stuff? I had to get a furniture to put them in there. Hell, I save money on buying furniture. That's crazy. Just game for today. Who knows what tomorrow will bring, especially in these times. Yep. And things are changing. And let me tell you something along the way. I know that PlayStation will go that route. I know that Nintendo later on down the road will go that route. Because that's the thing, though. People want to have simpler stuff. I remember back in the day, right? Like I said, we used to rent movies. Now we rent them online. We rent them on Netflix. We rent them on Paramount Plus. We rent them on there. We watch our movies. That's it. We're done. We don't have to go to take our car, take our gas, take our time to go to the movie place, rent them, and then on Monday run nuts to return the damn movie because hell, if you don't return it, you get a late fee charge. Remember those days? Oh man, I thank God, man. I had to get off my butt, go to the Rito rental place, put that thing in the slot in order for it to. Nah, nah, hell no, man. I don't want to go back to that. I want things to be simpler. Same thing with supermarkets. Now you don't even have to go to a supermarket. All you can do is say Amazon, order me or Alexa, order me 2% milk. Okay, and it orders it for you. That's beautiful. Simpler times are coming. That's the thing. Simpler times are coming. I mean, and I even tell you this chat all the time. Remember back in the day? How do we look? Let's say the definition for elephant. We had to grab a damn encyclopedia and look for elephant encyclopedia. Nowadays, all you gotta do is okay, Google definition of elephant. You get the answer in under 2 seconds. Simpler times are coming, guys, and that's the thing. And same thing with video games. Video games. I remember those days are the best days. Man, Talos, I'm telling you, these days, like I said, these kids don't know how easy they have it. They have it so easy, it's hilarious. I mean, dude, look at how they can access games. They got free games, they got all this when we use oh my god. I used to work at Blockbuster. People used to put adult movies in the return box outside by mistake. That was another thing, though. I mean, yeah, they had like an adult section. I mean, I gotta tell you something. For us kids, we were brave enough to walk in there. I mean, that was a dare. Remember those days? Like, yeah, I want to walk in the adult section. I used to walk in there and watch all that stuff, and all of a sudden you saw the guy. Hey, you can't be in here. I'm like, I don't speak English. Yo hablo poco inglés. I used to say that in Spanish when I know how to speak English. I know what the adult section is. That's what saved me because I spoke Spanish. Like I remember one time Blockbuster Miami went in there and I was like, ooh, the adult section, you know? Let me go. Let me go in. Let me go in, you know? I went in there and the guy comes out, said, you can't be in here. What's wrong with you? And I said, yo no hablo inglés. Perdón, yo no hablo inglés. ¿Qué? Ay, disculpe, sesión de adulto. Ay, perdón. He said, oh, it's okay. You don't speak English. It's okay, no problem. And I was just laughing. Ah, hell. Good times. Yeah. But yeah, that's how it is, guys. I mean, things are changing. And now with the digital era coming, everything, now we got cloud. We got Night Cypher in here. Talk about how he games on the cloud, you know, most games, and he has fun paying for the ultimate. Look how easy we can access to our games. Now we got the Xbox Play Anywhere that gives us access to a lot of stuff, which is another amazing feature. And that's the things we got to value now. That's the things we got to look for and value. Because, hell, it's amazing that Xbox gives you an option to say, okay, hey, dude, buy this game and you can play it on your PC. You can play it on your handheld. You don't have to re-buy it. That's awesome. What are we complaining about? I mean, Xbox is doing everything great for us. Imagine if PlayStation did the same thing. Oh, you can get your PlayStation game, Spider-Man 2. You can buy it on PlayStation. It's a play anywhere type. You can play it over here, you know? Ian, that's awesome that you're doing that, man. I mean, I'm not judging people who want to buy physical. Get your physical if you want. But for me here in Dominican Republic, I'm happy with the digital era. And not only that, Ian, another great feature that these consoles have that we got to take appreciation is the game share. Like, hey, I'm buying today. I'm buying, let's say, Assassin's Creed, whatever, and my friend has it already over there. Exactly, you're brave enough to walk in, but you were cool if you were that age. Yep, you were. I gamed as a kid in the 80s and 90s, and gaming today is light years better than anything we thought we could ever see. Oh, 100, man, dude, I'm telling you. It's like how I asked earlier the chat, and I'll say this again. I'll ask this again. If we had Game Pass as kids, Oh man. Oh, if we had all this as a kid, man, woo, we will be kicking ass. But the funny thing is, these kids nowadays, all they want to play is Roblox, Minecraft, Call of Duty, GTA, and that's it. Minecraft, Call of Duty, GTA. I mean, the other day I asked my nephew, and this is so funny. He has a Nintendo Switch, he has a PlayStation 5, and a tablet. I asked him, where do you like the game the most? On my tablet. Why? Because I got more games on my tablet. And he plays simple free to play games. Simple games. He's not into like, yeah, top notch graphics, none of that bullshit. He's into, these simple games. And I said, hey, do you know who Jim Ryan is? He said, who the hell is Jim Ryan? Do you know who Phil Spencer is? Who the hell is Phil Spencer? These kids aren't worried about that. They're playing free to play games. At the end of this, that's what they play. They play all these cool free to play games. They have fun with it. And they're playing with friends. I mean, I heard him that day playing with another friend on his tablet. I was like, wow. I turned 58 last December. Yeah, not an older fart. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm 41, guys. I'm 41. I'm catching to the 50s, though. But at the end of the day, though, chat, it's like how I say, right? It's like how I say. Comparing video game these days, comparing it to the old times, I gotta really love how it is nowadays. Because like I said, we went through hell to play a game. Because the thing is, yes, some mobile games like Bloom's TD is fun as hell. Yeah, that's true. The thing is, guys, one of the things that I really hate about going up, like for example, you open a Game Pro magazine, you saw this game, you were like scanning through it, like, yeah, look at this game, look at this game, look at this game, look at this game, look at this game. All right, let's see. Look at this game, look at this game, look at this game. All right. Let's look at this game. Okay, let me see this game. Let me see this game. And you're like, okay, I found this game. Okay, Final Fantasy. Okay, now let me go to the movie place to rent it. And when you get there, it's not there. You're like, oh hell. And then you're like, Father, take me to another one. Father's like, why? Because I can't find this game here. Okay, let's go to another one. And you go to the other one, it's not there. And then you ask him again, and he starts getting frustrated. It's like, why do you want? Just rent another one. Stop moving around. Just rent another one. Stop getting this game. Sometimes we went to 3 places to get this game, and my father was like, you're wasting my money. Just get another game. And of course, he's right. I was wasting this money by the gas head because as a kid, you don't think about that. But hell, you know what? Nowadays, all I got to do is go on here. If I want to play it, or either I buy it or just download it from Game Pass. That's all. Nintendo's launching Pokemon Champions on Switch, iOS, and Android with crossplay. This will be the future. They see what the future is going to be. 100%. That is the future. The future of gaming. Is Pokemon Go still a thing? I'll tell you right now. I hope I don't get copyright. They don't. Let me not put the music on there because I don't want Nintendo to copyright strike me. But let's see now. Where is it? I have it in here. Okay, let's see. Here it is. Pokemon Go. It's launching. It's launching. Let me see now. I haven't had Miles Dampier on here. I gotta send Miles Dampier gifts. I forgot about that. Oh, it's not launching now. I don't know why. I think it needs to be updated. No. Hold on, let me relaunch it again. Yeah, I played the other day. I got in here and I saw there was a gym close by. I went into the gym and got into a fight with it. It's like, uh-oh. Is the game not working? Oh, it's loading. Okay. Yep. There it is. Pokemon Go. Still works. Stay aware of your surroundings. Okay, here we go. I'm here. Yep. There you go. Oh, awesome. See? Pokemon Go still works, guys. Yes, sir. So, now in Cypher, there was something wrong about something wrong about gaming in the 2000s. The 3D graphics gave me vertigo and nausea. I had to quit until the 2010s. Wow, really? Damn. Yeah, it still works. I mean, listen, guys, we are changing. We are changing, and the gaming space is changing. It's a big change, guys. The thing is that people rather go out there console war, shove console war down your throats because this is what they want because that's what creates content, right? Wars sometimes like that create content. Like for example, PlayStation guys, I keep telling them, right? And I don't go to PlayStation shows. I don't go on there because usually it's based on slandering Xbox. It's usually based on slandering Xbox. There's very few that go on and slander PlayStation and say, good, you gotta slander them for what they're doing. I'm a guy that slanders PlayStation because I want them to do better. But uh, why I don't want them to do better? Because shit, look at Xbox. Look what Xbox is doing. Xbox is giving you a Game Pass. They're giving you $20 a month. You get all these cool games on there for you to enjoy. I mean, we got GTA 6 just coming out. I mean, GTA 5, sorry. GTA 5 is coming out again this month on Game Pass. We got Call of Duty dropping into Game Pass. We got more and more stuff on Game Pass. Now, hell, PlayStation, why can't you guys start doing the same thing? Why don't you guys at least drop one or two games of yours in a year, or a third party game in there to get people intrigued to subscribe to your service? Why don't you start expanding your service to other platforms like Xbox is doing? Why don't you start to play anywhere so people can buy the game once and play it anywhere they actually play? What's wrong with that? Why don't you want to impulse this stuff? The most played game this year is Zenless Zone Zero. Oh, and it's coming to Xbox too. You know that, Raichi? Zenless Zone Zero is coming to Xbox because I take my phone out and I have 10 minutes or 2 minutes over here at home. I can put it on a console. It's coming to Xbox too now. I saw that game coming to Xbox. I'm mostly a PS player, but not afraid to criticize them. But that's the thing, though, they were afraid to criticize. Louis, did you finish Shadows? The game is just as long as Valhalla. Got 180 hours in and just finished Act 2 going to play. Some shorter games after Shadows, my Gotti. Really? You think Shadows is your Gotti? Wow, that's pretty cool. I have not finished Shadows. I'm close to finishing it. But today, I'm playing South of Midnight. I'm sitting here at home playing South of Midnight. That's the game I'm going to play today. I'm going to do a long play today, and I'm going to play this weekend to finish South of Midnight, to go back to AC Shadows, finish it, and then get ready for Doom. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't understand why Sony is not thinking about getting obvious wins on other platforms. Astrobot could have done really well on Switch. Yes. Well, you see? You see? There you go. MLB The Show debuted doubled unit sales on Xbox, but has been declining ever since because they have seemed to have no imagination. Yep. Yeah, they announced. There you go, Raichi. And you even mentioned that game. When is that game coming to Xbox? And there it is. You got it. That's another game that's coming to Xbox. And that's what I mean, though. I mean, you can't be locked down. That lockdown situation only works on Nintendo. It only works on Nintendo until a point. Because listen, and I'm being honest with you, I know people like to focus on the word exclusive, but exclusive used to work back 20 years ago. Nowadays, they don't work as much. I mean, look at Sony. Why don't they work as much? Because listen, the exclusives were bought by 2 or 3 million people, right? Unless if they put it on the console and did a bundle sale, right? But it's been bought by 2 or 3 million people. Spider-Man was bought by 2.5 million, and 5 million people played it because it was shared. 5 million played it because it was shared. Now the rest was bundled with the console. Let's see how Astrobot sales go. I mean, look what Astrobot did not release on the console, and now they bundled it with the console, and that number sits in 2.5 million, wasn't it? Or is it 1.5 million sales? I remember. What was the sale? 1.5, 2.5. I remember. But after they bundle it with the console, we're gonna see those sales go up, and they're gonna say, "Well, Astrobot, I sold this much." You'll see. Just wait. We Xbox fans being so great that Xbox Game Pass, believe it or not. Yep, that is true. We've been eating great. And that's something I keep saying. You guys got to go out there and fight this. Example, PS Plus now increased the price. Now, if you don't sit there and say, hey, Sony, you increased the price, what are you going to do? I mean, are you going to start dropping in day one titles? What are you guys going to do? Because this is not looking pretty over here, Sony. I'm not liking this price increase. Not only that, I can't use the PS Plus on my PC. I can use my PS Plus everywhere like Game Pass, like Xbox does with Game Pass. God damn, come on, Sony. Start to push. For Switch, Super Smash Bros. Sold about 20% of Switch owners. There you go. Mario Kart sold about 40% of Switch owners. There you go. See? There you go. But the thing is, it's not the same budget, Space Shot, as these consoles like PlayStation and Xbox 2. They are in Avatar budgets. What I mean by Avatar, I go back to Avatar, the movie back in the early 2000s. That movie cost 300 million to make. That's how much these games are costing nowadays. Those percentages are impossible on PlayStation. Yep. They're only possible if they bundle it up with the console. That's how it is. And you know what's so funny though, Space Shot? The majority of people play that 40% of Switch owners play Mario Kart. That 40%, that 20%, of Smash Brothers was played by those guys. It's played by those guys. And like I said, Nintendo has that lockdown really good. Now Sony tried to copy it, and for years it was successful. Now it is not as successful because in order for Sony to make a quick buck, they got to sell at least 8 million copies. At least. I mean, we saw that number on Spider-Man. It was in order for Sony to make profit, they had to sell 7.2 million copies in order for them to make profit on those games. Astrobot, I don't know what the profit margin is, but I mean for Astrobot, but I guess the 1.5 they made profit, which is good. But for some devs, 1 million copies still makes money. I don't know how, but it does. But nowadays you gotta at least sell 7.2. Nintendo games will sell for 40 max on PC. People have no idea how bad they're getting ripped off. Damn. There is a reason why they debuting with the Mario Kart with live game. They're trying to figure out if they can make it into a live service alone. Yep. Yes, sir. Talos Ray, think about this sometimes. The wife and I both do. Met my wife in 1987. Big hair, miniskirts, muscles, cars. Got me nostalgic. there's always on your mind, and you wish sometimes you could go back. I mean, yeah, some like part of it being the 80s, like for example, we didn't have this much violence, this much situations happening back in the day. Back in the 80s, like for example, me, I remember being as a kid, I used to run around a bicycle in the neighborhood, and if I wanted some water, I can knock on the neighbor's door and say, "Hey, can I have some water?" They would have been like, "Yeah, here's some water, no problem." Nowadays, they're scared to even answer the door or to say hi to you. You got to be scared walking down the street because you don't know who's going to pull up and pull a weapon on you and steal your things, steal your cell phone and everything. It's kind of insane. I mean, remember the Pokemon Go users? I mean, they're following gyms. Sometimes they went into a gym and some people use that, to steal from them. When they got to the gym to face the person, he was like, "Oh, here you go. All right, let me go steal from them." I mean, they were watching just to come by. I mean, it's crazy nowadays. But back in the day, man, it was you could go outside, have fun. Now you got to take kids to the park and watch them too because you got to watch out for what happens. You got to get your kids with what's it called, that tag that you put on the dogs in order if they get lost, the air tag. You got to get kids with air tags and all that shit. It's insane. Now there's your good morning. They look at you. If you were a PDF file, shit, it's crazy, huh? It's crazy. I mean, people just Lord, 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 Lord. But chat, listen up. The crazy ones gotta go. You know why I gotta go, chat? Because today is my day to play South of Midnight. Yep, I'm gonna be at home. I'm gonna play South of Midnight. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. Chat, that's what the crazy one's gonna do. Just have fun. Play video games. Play video games, since I got a free day. Play some games because tomorrow, I'm going out. But when I come back home, I'm gonna still play South of Midnight, try to finish it. So that way I can go back to Assassin's Creed and finish Assassin's Creed. But that's what the crazy one's going to do. I'm going to play some South of Midnight. But chat, before I go, tell me what you've all been playing. Go for it, chat. What you've all been playing. We just sleep outside the house, unlock doors in the 80s. Yep. Nowadays, you got to put a bolt lock, cameras. You got to put everything. You got to have everything, man. You got to have everything. It's insane. Bolt, everything. Everything. You got to have everything. But as much as I tip my cap to Nintendo on the Switch 2 is a risk. A risk having to build a base from scratch. And now here comes the third multi-platforms to steal engagement. Yep. Yep. Playing Old Blood right now? Yeah, it's a good game. Wolfenstein is a really good game. I loved it too. Really good. Really good. I was a wannabe Elvis Presley. Assassin's Creed and F124. Nice. Nice. South of Midnight. ZZZZZ. What ZZZ? Oh, Zenless Zero. Okay. Fortnite and 40K Space Hulk. Nice. Nice. The next Xbox comes out, will be able to play 100% of the games we bought this gen on it. That's another good thing. Microchip? Hmm. Hmm. You're going lost other than I know I will. That's why today's the perfect day for me to play it. When the next Xbox comes out, we'll be able to play 100%. Yep. That's another good thing. The back compat. And Ray Chi has been a member for 20 months. Ray Chi, I forgot to mention that. Thank you for that, brother. I remember I saw something pop up in the chat. Totally forgot about that. But member for 20 months. Thank you for that, Ray Chi. That is awesome. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you for that. That's amazing, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No Mercy for Your Skin, Talos of the Nights, The King Hung. I really like Elvis. Hound Dog, do 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 do. Yep, I'm with Shadows too. I'm with Shadows. Shadows has been great, but I gotta put it to the side and play me some South of Menace. It's a 14-hour long game. I gotta play it. I gotta play it, guys. I gotta play me some South of Midnight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I gotta do this. Or I finish because I see Shadow's gonna take me probably another week to finish. So yeah, let me just hop in South of Midnight. I'm just gonna hop into it. I'm gonna hop into it. But chat, thank you all for hanging out with me today, man. You guys rock. You guys are awesome, and thank you for your memberships and super chats. I love you guys to that. Tomorrow is going to be Exercise Louis. Yes, sir. We're gonna do some exercise here. So you guys get to pick your poison and kill me tomorrow because we're doing some exercise tomorrow here on the show. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Let's bring it and talk about what's happening, because there's lots of things that are happening in the gaming news world, of course. Yes, there is. Nice. Shadows. Awesome stuff. Exactly. That's why No Mercy for Your Skin. That's why I quit playing multiple games. I have a go-to game that if I want to take a little rest from playing a long game, and no burpees. Oh hell no, no. My body can't stand burpees yet. But yes, like I said. Oh, Rior Gimmin has joined the economy class. Thank you for that, Rior. That's awesome. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you for joining economy class, man. That is fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But like I was saying though, I have a go-to game if I want to take a rest, like what's it called? A Tony Hawk game, something like that. I go to Tony Hawk because that's no story, just play that, or Power Wash Simulator. Those are the type of games I go to, when I want to take a rest for playing a long game. Or I play a multiplayer with the guys. It all depends though. That's what I do. But chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so it can tell you when XBI content. Oh, wait a minute. I went too far. Great show as always, Louis. No, actually, XBI content comes on, and guys, have a beautiful, and an awesome Tuesday. And Thursday. I went Tuesday, Lord. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET with Sourblow, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher on Wednesdays, right here on this very same YouTube channel. And if they invite me, if they don't, on Fridays, XPI en Español with Elvis, Aliencita, and Metal Berserker. And also, when Direct Gaming does this show, if I'm on there, I join New Legal. That's right. With New Legal, I join them, and we have cool conversations over there on Direct Gaming. And last but not least, good morning, Crazy Lou Gaming. When I send the signal, which is on Mondays to Saturdays, over there on Twitter, Blue Sky, Discord, or right here on YouTube. That's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one goes on to talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Have a beautiful day, you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning Crazy Lou Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.